Its presence is felt throughout all of Tamriel. It's known by many names. No one can escape its call. It can be found in ancient tombs throughout Skyrim. Its screams echo through the halls of Hammerfell. This April, prepare yourself for 20 strong new items. Cheese for everyone!
I think we're live.
Yep.
Hey, hello. That is our cheese video. There's cheese over on our website and here in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
You choose which is better. I'm inclined to think the one I can eat is better, but
I would agree with
haven't played
that.
with the new ones yet. All right, so we're gonna taste cheese today for no particular reason. It's Cheese Day in April. We have a variety of cheeses. We're gonna play a slight game with it. That's vaguely a game. Hello.
All right.
Someone's here.
What is our
cheese kitchens were standard in Wisconsin? Yeah, of course.
Well,
of course, cheese
yeah,
kitchens.
I brought this straight from my home.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, cheese hammers. In that video, tied in with the Anvil chorus, cheese hammer is a thing to check if your cheese is ripe.
I was aware of cheese strings. You use those for cutting.
Mm-hmm.
But I did not know that there were hammers specifically for cheese.
Gotta know it's right before you cut it.
Good call.
Open. Is Arwen here? Arwen's here. Cheese video. You like cheese.
I do. I like cheese. I hope other people like cheese as much as we apparently like cheese.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to be testing cheeses today. We're going to give your honest feedback on the cheeses.
All right.
Don't worry, nobody in the office made these cheeses. So you won't make anybody feel bad by saying they're not good.
Okay.
We don't get to play the game. But that's by design because you're part of this old streaming team.
That's true.
So we're going to be rating our cheeses as we taste them.
Okay.
The next people will come in and they'll rate the cheeses as well.
Gotcha.
While also trying to guess what we rated the cheeses.
Ah.
This eliminates the need for knowing cheese names,
Sure.
which is hard and would just be like one of my classic game shows where nobody knows the answers and everyone's sad.
I was gonna say that sounds exactly like the types of games you like to play.
I do like to play
that you like to bring me into. You know.
We have some sparkling grape juice.
Me too.
To go with our various cheeses, not wines. These are cheeses. So we're going to be testing. We're going to be starting with A, which is of course our Vermont cloth-bound cheddar. I probably won't go into detail each time. I'm going to watch at work and be in meetings at the same time.
Can you hand me my pen, please?
Yes. You can
'Cause I
also
need to
take my
write
pen
down.
if you want.
Throw it.
CC. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't got the live closed captions, but this will be available later. So if you can't watch because of work, just give
You
me a
can watch it later.
It'll be fine. I've got some descriptions on these. I didn't take pictures on all of them
Gotcha.
because I'm a fool. But this, of course, is the Vermont cloth-bound cheddar. This incredibly rare cheddar is made by Cabot, then aged at Jasper Hill Farm in an incredible collaboration between cheesemaker and affineur. If anyone knows what an affineur is.
I would say, did you look that up?
I
We
sure
were both
don't.
stumped on that this morning.
Made in small batches of 60 wheels. That does seem quite small. Awarded Best of Show in 2006 by the ACS, which I also didn't look up, but my guess is it's an American Cheese Society.
Yeah, that's my guess.
Or association.
Association.
So,
Yes.
here is your
How about Swiss Association?
Swiss Association's pretty good. They'd probably be into that. So could
Alright,
be
so
school, American Cheese School. Do we go
I think society is probably the right answer. That's our first one.
It's also good that we're the openers because we're, both from Wisconsin.
That's true.
And both cheese capital.
Mm-hmm.
Gilly will probably be on at some point. He's over on the site making sure it doesn't crash for some reason because there might be something over there new. How many cheeses should I be ordering? That's up to you.
How much do you like cheese?
That's true. You should order one cheese for each cheese we have here.
That's a
That
lot
makes
of
sense.
cheese.
That's a lot of cheese. We're gonna be testing 3, 6, 9 cheeses. My goodness.
We may have gone a little overboard with our cheese.
These pieces are also quite large for this amount.
I'm sorry.
Like, this is insane. And we don't have a place to put them other than the garbage. Give me one of those cups. I'm going to be a vile person. I'm going to keep my little cheese scraps in a cup. I'm going to eat them later. This one's quite good though. I'm sorry Shannon can't be here to test these cheeses.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that one? We can try to guess each other's, I guess. Secretly. But
Out
we're
of-
both sitting here. Out of 10.
Out of 10?
Yeah.
Where would I rate that out of
And
10?
you can give,
Can I give
I'd say
multiple?
0.5s is about,
okay.
the decimal? Not decibel. Decimal I would go to. Too much cheese. Too many cheese.
I think I'd probably give that one.
I'm going to say you're going to give it a 6.5.
Okay.
What do you think I'm going to give it? And then what did you actually give it?
So I would say that a 6.5 is what you would give it.
Mm.
Because you said you really liked it.
Yeah, see, I was going to give it a 7.
Oh.
Or a 7.5.
I would have never known. I would have never known.
This is a funked game in general, not well set up because I could just be lying.
You could.
But, you know, I'm not.
That one was not my favorite, so
It's strong.
it's very strong. So I'm gonna give it a 3.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I did give it a 7. I like a strong cheese. It's very parmy.
Rated it. I
I
haven't
need-
even tried it yet.
Carter hasn't tried it. I think he gave it an 11 out of 10.
14. You're wrong.
A whole 14.
14.
I need a
He's
palate cleanse on
cheating.
that. For
Oh, you didn't palate cleanse with a different piece of cheese.
you're not supposed to.
I'll say a pear.
Yes.
Number one fruit that is only good when it's perfectly ripe.
I know.
And this one is not perfectly
It's not
ripe.
perfectly ripe. Try the apples next time. They're pretty good. Grapes are also a solid choice.
I bet this doesn't even hit our top 10 of silliest tax write-offs. That's probably true. I mean, we have a whole chunk of cheese that we just have to get rid of because we poured fog juice all over it, as you saw from that video. Mm-hmm. It's better? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, the apples are better. They're a little bit sweeter.
That's much better.
Or any of the crackers would be good too.
Let me know if you want crackers. I know it's
I'm
an
good for
awkward
right
reach.
now.
All right, so we're moving at a snail's pace.
Yep.
So on to B, which is, of course, the Taleggio DOP. I don't know what that means, but that one is, of course, produced in the Lombardy region. This Italian cheese with the orangey pink rind and blue-green mold is savory and yeasty with a buttery creaminess that makes this classic extremely versatile. Luscious perfection.
Mm-hmm. It was very difficult to cut. It is
it
very
appears
buttery.
molten. It's a struggle. There you go. It's
It
like
is-
a little marshmallow on a stick.
Yep. Yes. It did have a very pretty
Just sticks
pink
to the board.
rind, and it did have the blue mold. So
Okay.
it was.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely yeasty. Buttery.
Mm-hmm. Taste the butter.
And feel free to ask us any questions about the cheeses or
Yep.
anything. I'm here to just eat some cheese. Don't ask me why we're streaming a bunch of mouth noises, because that's impossible to answer. What do I think you gave this? Based on your rating of the last one, I'm going to go lower. This is also somewhat strong. I would say a 5.5
Okay.
is what I'm guessing for you.
I was gonna give it a 6. I like this one better than the first
Okay.
one.
Okay.
The flavor is a little bit more mellow,
Mm-hmm.
and it has, like,
Kind of like a brie.
yeah, but it's got like,
A little more funk than a brie.
yeah, but not in a bad way.
Yeah.
Um,
Cheese mukbang. I'm not going to eat that much cheese. That's
cheese what?
mukbang. Do you know about mukbang?
I do not.
There's a Korean thing, I believe, is the origin place. Where you just eat like large amounts of food, like as a live
Oh.
stream. So you just eat like a giant bowl of ramen or
Yeah.
a bunch of crab legs or something.
Yeah, there's not that much cheese
Yeah,
here.
it's a
that.
thing that
Is that people do?
people enjoy. Let's see.
I think you're gonna give that one.
I wrote it down, so I can't lie.
That's true. 4.5.
8.5. I thought it was great. I like a soft cheese.
All right.
On to this orange fella here. On
Yep.
C, we have the extra-aged mimolette, which, of course, I believe, yes, the extra-aged mimolette is made in France or Holland. After aging 3 to 5 years, this French cheddar has a texture similar to Parmesan. Great as a snack or grated on pasta or vegetables. Great with Sauvignon Blanc or Cabernet.
All right.
Here's this giant block of this very strong cheese that I have tasted. It is quite strong.
I feel like I earned that one. Thank you.
Ooh, like, I guess I shouldn't say that. Neither of us have scored a single point in our little private game.
Are we supposed to match? Are we supposed to get it right?
I mean, I think we're trying to guess each other's.
Oh, gotcha.
That's my part that I'm saying is. That's an interesting one. Arwen likes this one. Long-aged cheddar.
I mean,
Extra old.
that is a decent snacking cheese.
Amanda cut the cheese. That is who did it.
It's true. I
Also,
did.
make an update on the Gearlock Tyrant storage. I don't have an update on Gearlock Tyrant storage, but Skilly might, who might be on in a bit. My last thing I heard is that we just don't have any. Just because, we produce it when we produce the Trove chest. That's the one. Any chance you could pull a few string cheese and give us an update on when Riffle would be available next? That would be
Today.
That would brie pretty Gouda. Is Riffle available today?
Those were some. Hold on.
I know.
Stop.
Yeah.
Because those were some fantastic cheese
brie
puns.
pretty Gouda is. Yeah, we do have to pause.
I appreciate pull some string cheese. Like
Yeah.
that was also really good.
It did throw me off.
Listening to you, get through it, but
yeah, any chance you get full string? Yeah, in parentheticals, cheese. Okay, so we're not trying to confuse me. You said Riffle's available now?
Yeah, this week.
Riffle's available this week, says Carter.
Shannon says it in chat too.
Good, yeah. So right now, go
There
check
you go.
Riffle. I don't know, was that the whole question? Yes, that is when it is available next, is right now. What the hell, indeed. Let's see, warm cheese or cold cheese better? That's a great question.
ooh.
Write down your score before you forget it. I'm not going to look.
What?
Good chat.
Oh.
Federico's there.
Hey, Federico.
Hey, Federico. I'm also sad you can't be here to eat the cheese, Federico. I'm so sad that all of our remote people can't be here to eat this cheese.
It's unfortunate. I think for snacking, cold cheese is better.
Sure.
However, obviously, but like
handfuls of hot cheese.
I'm just saying.
Would you
like,
consider fondue snacking? Or is that a meal to you?
ooh, it's an appetizer.
But also, I don't really like the cheese they use for fondue pretty much ever. Because always like, I don't know, it always feels like it has alcohol, like too much alcohol in it.
Sure.
I don't know, I'm just sensitive to it.
I don't know. I've had really good fondue at there's a local restaurant in town that has it.
Is it the melting pot?
It is not. It is.
That's a chain.
That is no.
That we
it's-
do have.
It's the Birdhouse in Rosedale.
I don't know.
It's very good.
What'd you give your cheese? I'm not
I
looking. I'm
gave it a
guessing you gave it. Yeah, it's another strong one. What'd you give the first one? You gave it a 3 something. My guess is you would give this like a 3.5. What'd you give it?
I gave it a 5. I would snack that one over top of the first one.
Okay. What'd you think I gave it?
What was your first one again? You gave it a high score,
I gave
right?
it a 7.
You gave it a 7.
It's kind of a high score. It's above average.
Yeah.
It's like a C.
6.5.
6.
Oh, so
Very
close.
Very close. Okay, so now we're on to D. Cheese D here. So I don't have a picture. I do have a picture of that one. That is the titular cheese from the video. If you saw the video, that is also live now, so you should be able to check that video out. But if you saw that video, you saw this cheese. It was the big wheel that looks like a Pac-Man. He's got a mouth. He's screaming. We had a lot of fun with him.
That was a lot of fun.
But this is our Drunken Goat, semi-firm goat cheese bathed in red wine. And boy, does it stink like red wine.
Yep.
There you go.
Sure does. But still tasty.
Oh yeah, I remember liking this one. We had to throw some of that away because we bathed it in fog juice. Bathed. Which is food safe, but the sheer amount we were kind of pouring on.
We went through a lot of fog juice.
Yeah.
Like, a lot.
I do like a goat cheese. It was quite good.
Andrew, do you want to clarify just what the product we were offering is?
What
People in
product?
chat are confused.
Why are we here today? What
Why
are we
are we here?
promoting?
So many jokes in that last cheese description. That's just a description. So if you check out over next to Amanda's head, to the right of Amanda's head, just in the ether floating, is a lovely pack that says Cheeses of Tamriel. Right now, right now, you can head over to our website and pick up a new cheese expansion for the Elder Scrolls. This is April Fool's related. If you're familiar with us, we do April Fool's bits every year. It is playable, but it is comical. So, it is 20 new cheese items for your using in Elder Scrolls Betrayal of the Second Era. Also, Elder Scrolls Betrayal of the Second Era, available now, just to order.
Worldwide.
It's not pre-order. It's just
Available.
available.
Worldwide.
Worldwide. If you can order through our website, you can order the game. Okay. Drunken Goat, quite good. Every year except last year. We kind of did a thing last year. It wasn't exactly a joke, but we released a product.
Yep.
Newcomer.
I think
Let's see.
you gave that one. I think it's a. I'm gonna say 7. That's a 7 for you.
I said 7.5. I'm going to say you gave it an 8.
Oh no, I gave it a 7.
We should always just guess what the other person said.
Yep.
How long will the cheese expansion be available? I believe it's just going to be up for the foreseeable, is my understanding of the product. We're not trying to make this one limited at all. You can order it alongside the game. If you order it on its own, I believe it has discounted shipping. So you don't have to feel bad paying full shipping if you're just getting the cheese pack of 20 strong new cheeses. 19 common items, 1 legendary cheese. I would have imagined a better April Fool's item to be an empty bucket to put over an enemy's head and get a boost to all stealth skills. Maybe in the future. Who knows? There's so
Maybe.
many April Fool's days.
We've got so many
So many
coming up.
So many. There's, infinite in the foreseeable. So our next one, I don't have the description for, I believe. I think this is
Is
the
that
end
where
of the
you stop?
road for where I stopped taking pictures.
Okay.
So the name is, of course, a Cambizola Black Label, which is a blue that is described as less blue, a mild blue.
Sure.
Is a part I do remember from that description.
All right.
You want this tall boy?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll take it.
This is the moldy boy. So let's see. It's quite moldy.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
It smells quite moldy.
Oh. Mm-hmm. There's a mild one, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Don't know that I'd call that a mild blue. I think I'd call that a regular blue.
That blue kind of hit you a little hard?
So we're gonna just put it on this cheese here, and it'll be better. Nothing to say what the old score is going to be here. I ordered 2 deluxe inventories, and both came in color brown, like normal leather. Yeah, if you order individual deluxe inventories, they will come in one color.
It's always brown.
And it's always brown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That is the one SKU we have for the individuals, unfortunately. It's very hard to keep individual stock on any color you would order. It's all another reason why we don't really do like clothes as well. It's like it's really hard to keep stock on a bunch of SKUs.
Mm-hmm.
And they are very nice looking. I was surprised last week I had heard on the internet how good the Deluxe Adventure inventories were. So I tried it last stream and they were great to play out of, honestly. All right. So I'm going to guess, I don't know. You did not seem as hesitant about this one as I did.
I do like a blue cheese. And what I like about it is that it's very creamy, where a lot of other blue cheeses are very crumbly.
Mm-hmm.
You're really struggling there, bud.
We did it all at once.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
So I'm going to say you gave it a 7. Did I get you?
No.
What'd you give it?
I gave it a 4. Like, it was
Wow,
good,
You're
but
so mean on these
but
cheeses.
in comparison to I'm thinking, like, what would I take back to my desk
Yeah.
and, like, snack on for the rest of the day? And those blue cheese is not it.
Oh yeah, it's not a snacking cheese.
I know.
But that's not a parameter. Parameter's just good.
I know.
But if snacking's what you view as good, then
That's.
it's not gonna be good. As
I
simple as that.
I skipped breakfast because I knew there was going to be cheese, so
Yeah, that's really not one to skip breakfast
No.
and have.
just have
It's not
cheese.
an empty stomach cheese.
No.
What did you think I gave it? Had a lot of reactions.
Based on your reaction, I think that's probably a 2.
Oh, it was a 10. No, I did give it like a 4.5. Though.
Okay.
It's a good blue, but
Yeah.
I definitely ate too much of it at once. Is there an image issue? Riffle is here. Great timing. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It is an image issue. It's the brown one in reality, not the green one, unfortunately. All right, so we are moving on. We have graded, we have scored. Let's blast through the last of them.
All right.
Some have descriptions.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't had a baby belt before, you should.
Mm-hmm.
You have to feel like a giant. You eat a full wheel of cheese. Pretty cool.
Tiny, tiny wheel of cheese.
Good stuff. I think you gave that a. I'm so boring with my answers. Let's see, a 7.5.
Wasn't that good?
Really, it's supremely snackable though. You could put
Yes.
so many of these away.
That's true.
What'd you give it?
I gave it a 5 because it's very middle of the road. I
Okay.
know. I'm hard on my cheeses.
I'm easy on my cheeses, I guess.
I'm real hard on
I'm
cheese.
a real easy cheese.
Did you give it a 6?
I gave it an 8.
Ah!
I like snacking. This is a good snacker. I could down a full bag of Baby Bells.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, I guess we're just throwing up all the April Fool's stuff. I don't know if I knew that offhand, but
Yep.
grab all the April Fool's stuff. You got
don't
your
already have
Acrylis, you got your riffle.
Mhm.
Get extras if you got them, just in case the other ones break.
Promo
so-
packs are also available, like April Fool, the Trolling for Fools.
Trolling for Fools.
And the Gearlock Child.
If you want to get yourself a copy of Deb, I believe is in the Trolling for Fools.
Yep.
So we're on to the Fromager Dauphinois. It's a brie. I know that one. I can tell by the goo.
It's very gooey.
It's very gooey. Mm-hmm.
But also kind of buttery.
No, it's pretty good. I do like it. It's very buttery. Very creamy.
Mm-hmm.
Light salty notes. It's not too salty.
Mm-hmm.
Top secret scoring. I
Top.
think you gave that, I don't know. I'm saying 8.
You are correct. I did give it an 8.
I got 1 point. 1 point. What do you think I gave it?
7.
Wow, I'm easy on my cheeses, though. It's an 8.5 to me.
8.5.
It's better
All right.
than a Baby Bell, and I set the precedence bad by giving that an 8. This is, of course, the... you didn't write down
I
the
didn't write
brand
down the full name.
Figo cheddar cheese stick that you can pick up. I believe it's a
In-
Kirkland's brand, maybe?
No, it is a it's
a
its own.
grocery store
It's a
brand.
grocery store brand.
It's got a little cheese man on it. Let's see. I was hoping to brie here the whole time, but I don't think I Gouda made it.
Oh,
Pretty good. Pretty
that's
good.
another good one.
Sign up for our pun competition next April, maybe. What is a cheese stick? It's a cheddar cheese stick that we have at work.
Yep. That we often have at work.
Mm-hmm. And this was cheese H.
Yep.
My goodness, we have so many cheeses.
There's only one
Maybe
more.
a long stream.
We're not making you eat the rest. Well, you don't have to eat the rest of them.
I have to eat one every time someone else eats one. We're gonna have other guests on. as
Oh,
well.
you're
This is-
eating.
No, I'm.
I was
no,
like,
I
oh
would die.
no. No, buddy, no.
I'll get so sick.
Yep.
All right, so I have rated mine.
Did you give it a 3?
I gave it a 5. It's the most middle of the road. I'm gonna say you gave it a 2.
I did give it a 2.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite.
Yeah, it's a pretty pungent cheddar stick, I will say. Any idea how long before you start shipping these sets if we ordered them directly through your store? I miss getting them on the campaign.
The inventory sets, I think.
Oh, are you talking about the inventory sets? Just for clarification, if it is the inventory sets, they should ship right with the game right now, I believe. I believe we have the inventory on them.
Yeah,
the cheese
we're not-
packs, I believe, ship in May,
Yep.
from what I know.
Yep.
And then lastly, we have the Widmer's Winmers.
Winders.
I think it's got an M in there.
Yeah, does it?
Winmers,
All right.
maybe. Brick. This is a cheese that is made by pressing it with a brick. I don't know how. That's how this is just what the description said, and I didn't write down the full description. It's a cheddar, I believe.
But like a mild cheddar.
Yeah. Not pungent. It's a white cheddar.
Yeah.
We're not eating those cheeses. They're gross.
No. Those
They're
are the ones that have
display
been. They're display.
They're also not in display.
See if I
Put
can
them
do
in
this.
front of the. Oh no. Place
Yes.
it here
You're
if
doing
you
good.
can.
Whoop.
Uh-oh.
I can. Just give me a second.
Wow. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Nice. Harsh.
No, you can maybe
Maybe
kind
I
of
can
see
get
them.
cheeses of Tamriel shipped to Europe. I believe so. Shannon, is there any reason cheeses of Tamriel would not be shipping to Europe? 'Cause it should be. Fairly certain. I don't think this is region restricted. As long as you can order through our website, you should be able to order this product. All right. Oh yeah, I was supposed to be reading that. That's what the whole thing is here. So, I think these ratings that I've done are bunk and not consistent. So,
Don't worry, mine are not consistent either.
we're gonna say you gave this one a 5.5. I think you think it's slightly above middle of the road.
I gave it a 7.
Okay.
That one was pretty
It
good.
looks like there's a mixture of people who can and cannot order from Europe.
Huh.
Interesting.
I would recommend refreshing your store page.
Yeah. Make sure, just try to refresh your store page. You might have if you've had the page up for a while, it might be a previous version that wasn't working.
Also, you
give it a refresh.
should be able to, if you clear your cookies, it's probably going to ask for your region again. And then if you reselect Europe, maybe that'll help refresh it.
Yeah. So if you clear cookies, you can reselect region. You can also reselect region by just selecting your region on the site. Or you can try a different browser as well if you have multiple browsers.
You click up in the top right, you can select your region.
But let us know if you're having consistent issues after doing those things. We'll be Yeah. Will we be able to add cheese to our DOE pledges to combined shipping? No. Dragons of Etchinstone will just be Dragons of Etchinstone. We are not doing split shipping no more. It is a nightmare and does really, really prolong the fulfillment time on campaigns. And nobody who does it is like happy with that result because they get their stuff way later.
Yep.
But yeah, it will not be. What do you think I gave this one? That's the last of it.
Oh boy.
You can tie. No, you can't. I've beaten you.
You have.
This one's worth 3 points if you can get
Oh.
it. Exactly. And tell me what kind of brick they use on the Winmer's brick cheese.
I'm gonna say it's a 6.5.
That is exactly the correct answer. It's a 6.5.
And they used the finals to talk about cheese again.
Yeah.
We'll break into the fog juice cheese.
Yeah, that's the finals, is you have to eat a full one of those without getting sick. They're still not in frame. All right, but that's you.
Yep, that's me.
If you'd like to grab our next guest, we'll chat Elder Scrolls a bit. You were not involved in developing that one, so I wasn't really going to ask you much on that subject.
I
But
kind of figured.
our next guest will be that as far as art. If you would like to grab Nell.
Sure. You want
or,
this?
Barring Nell not being available at the moment, somebody else.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Maybe JC if he's available. And I can answer any questions in the meantime to fill some time to keep the hype going. I'm gonna hide my answers because the next person will be guessing against me. Carter's here.
It's not me.
So Carter, have some cheese. There's enough, I think. Do you want some crackers? Those aren't cheese.
Should I just grade the things that aren't cheese?
Yeah.
Is that the practical joke? Can I have one of every cracker, and then we have the pears, apples, and grapes?
Mm-hmm. You can put a cracker on a cracker.
Delicious.
This one's probably the best one, is my guess. This one's probably going to be the worst to eat by itself because it's just a toast. Oh, that's awful. That's so dry. What is my favorite Botsy character build? It's ever shifting. The thing with the old Botsy character builds is I like to challenge myself, so I will do dumb challenges on myself a bit. You're looking pretty sidelong at that sparkling apple juice there. It's a little dry for you, buddy. You can crack it open. Pour yourself some. Don't die. What is the official stance on fondue? So our company line on fondue is that it's fine and you're allowed to do it. Especially since it is in The Elder Scrolls Betrayal of the Second Era, available now worldwide on our website.
Oh no!
Carter's having a hard time over here. But I like a challenging build, so I'll alternate. I like a two-handed with acrobatics. Sometimes I'll throw some speech on a destruction staff. And I'm joined now by Mel.
Hello.
Who is the art director here at Chip Theory. So we're going to ask some questions about Elder Scrolls art direction, maybe, if you want to answer them.
Yeah, no, I can answer.
And then you will be tasting cheese and ranking cheese. And everyone can ask questions as well about art design and whatnot at this time if you would like. You don't have to. I don't care. So we're going to be trying out cheeses. You are going to be trying to guess what I gave the cheeses.
Oh no. Do you
And
really
then-
like cheese?
Yeah, you didn't see any of my reactions. This is much harder.
Yeah, sorry.
You just have to go off vibes. I like cheese.
Okay.
We established in the last chunk that I am an easy grader of cheeses.
Okay, good to know.
So if that helps at all. We have pears, we have apples, we have grapes as palate cleansers, as well as some wafers,
We're so
some little
fancy.
toasts, and rosemary crackers.
Nice.
Rosemary sea salt, maybe?
Cool.
We're going to be beginning, and then I'll ask you questions while you're chomping, maybe.
Okay.
This is a good time to answer questions with a mouthful.
Okay.
So our first cheese, of course, is the Vermont cloth-bound cheddar, which is a rare cheddar. I'm not going to go over the full description, but it's a rare cheddar.
Okay.
So you can have this here.
Thank you.
Amanda gave large pieces of these, so they might not. It might be a lot in one bite, but maybe not. You might be a huge, strong cheese
cheese,
at
so-
once person.
So there is a trash can to your.
Thank
should
you.
use it
Yes.
For any reason.
Perfect.
You need a spit bucket because these cheeses are so terrible. When we get these cards, are they going to be sub-ins for other cards to keep the game balance? No, they are cheeses that they're just cheese. I believe they cycle themselves though,
They
is the design, so that they basically keep balance where they give you a small benefit and then replace themselves.
Can I ask a question? What is my rating? Like 1 through 10?
1
through
to
5?
10, and you can
Okay.
go in 0.5s.
Hmm.
Up to 0.5s. And then you can write what you think I gave next
Okay.
to yours, and then we'll reveal at the end.
Okay.
I think that's more exciting than question by question. See the new game found update. You draw an extra item to balance the deck dilution. Yes. I have not played with the cheeses yet, but there is some sort of mitigation to keep the game balance as is, while also adding 20 new cheeses to the deck.
Very distinct cheeses.
What's your favorite new cheese art? No.
I think I like the melon rind cheese
Okay.
because that's pretty cool. It has a melon rind on it.
That is cool. I do like that. I
Yep.
think there's a glowing cheese that I like.
Oh, is it the shivering or the shrieking cheese?
I
can't
like the
remember.
shrieking cheese.
Yeah.
There's a cheese that yells when you
Yes.
grill it, and that's funny. So what'd you give our Vermont cloth-bound cheddar?
I gave it a 7.
Okay. We'll go over what you thought I gave it at the end here.
Okay.
This one is, as you
Gooey?
can tell, quite gooey. This is
Okay.
our Taleggio DOP. What does DOP stand for? I don't know. Again, if anyone has the answer to that, I am open. But it is a DOP. And it is, I don't know, there was a description. I don't want to keep doing the descriptions though, because
Oh, no,
people will
I'm
probably
sure.
get annoyed with that.
It's all good. I'll just be blind to this.
20 strong cheese incoming. I mean, there are 20 strong cheeses in the pack, so make sure to pick that up. Art question. Have you drawn caricatures of CTG staff?
I am not the greatest drawer, which is why, I mean, obviously I said the word drawer
Yeah.
instead of illustrator.
Well, you're probably not a good drawer either. You know?
I'm not. So I have never drawn caricatures, but there are actually people in
Yeah.
the game that you may recognize them, you may not.
Yeah.
I would say our artists sometimes tend to draw a little bit towards, like, I think if they need a reference because they don't have one, they'll use themselves, and sometimes that shows through.
Yeah.
But if you aren't familiar with our artists, you wouldn't know that.
We also had a thing years back where you could get yourself put in a game, right? Is that a thing?
Yep, that was a thing,
You have
and
Anthony Blackbird.
yes,
In your
Anthony
copy of Hoplomachus Remastered is
Yes.
Anthony.
Well, I think
I
it's
don't remember.
Anthony.
Anthony
Yeah,
Blackbird.
that's how you don't know for sure
Yeah.
that it's him.
That's not him.
No.
Also, we have sparkling white grape juice if you would like
Oh,
some. I have not
that's
opened it
fancy.
yet.
I will wait.
Okay.
I will admit I'm not on camera very often. I'm a little jittery at the moment, so I
No,
don't want
that's
to
fine.
spill stuff
That's
all over.
Yeah, you manage our stable of artists, including Federico
Mhm.
and Anthony
Yep.
and
Johan.
Yeah, Johan. And are there others? I know there are every now and then.
For kids games, we have Serena.
Serena.
Yep.
Did a very good job on Woodland Rush. If you like our kids' games, check them out on the website.
Yes.
What did you give our bee cheese?
I give it a 4.
Ooh.
I found it to be a little more bland than the
Okay.
other cheeses. The gooiness was a little weird.
You thought I loved it, though.
I thought you did because
Well,
you
I'm
said
curious.
you made a comment
that
about
I'm easy on cheese.
you're easy on cheese grading,
Okay.
but you kind of made a comment like, oh, if you like, with the first one, oh, if you like cheeses like that, which made me think like maybe you don't like
Oh.
very pungent cheeses.
I see.
Yep.
Let me see. I don't know if it's coming.
DOP is essentially a rating given to cheeses, proving that they're made and sourced in Italy.
Ah,
Certain parts in Italy.
this was sourced in Italy, and I am Italian, so at least part of me. So it is. Let me get my Italian pronunciation on that. Denominazione di origine proteta.
You got it.
Mm-hmm.
Nailed it.
Got it in water.
It's another strong one that the size of chunk might not be the normal one, which might be a hint. Cheese skill inbound. Who knows? Who knows with this crazy game? Protected designation or origin is the old English way to say that. Interesting. So this one Italian cheeses. Interesting.
Well, now
these
it
ratings
changed-
are all over the place.
Changed my mind. That one was very fruity, which was kind of weird.
Fruity.
Yeah,
But you gave it a 5.
I
I
did.
thought I gave it an 8.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So here is the cheese from the video itself. From the cheese reveal video, that is our goat cheese in red wine. Bathed in red wine, it says. And if you smell it, it smells like red wine. It is very red winey. But if you want to check out that video, and you missed it at the beginning here, it's up on our YouTube page, which you can follow if you want to see any other videos we do.
I just got the goat cheese flavor.
Yeah.
Earlier I was like, I don't taste goat cheese
Really,
at all.
the wine comes in later for me. Did Bethesda have to approve the cheeses?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, they did.
Very much so.
Yes.
The question basically runs down to, I believe, can you buy it? It needs to be approved, I think. But also the video had to be approved. And you can't buy the video. I won't sell it to you.
That's not nice. I'm just kidding.
Well, for the right price. For the right price. Weird question. Can I write on the maps to track where I travel? And if so, dry or wet erase, will these bang up the region maps?
Ooh.
I think you'd be fine, honestly.
I don't know. They're PVC.
Yeah.
I don't know if PVC is
You
coated.
could-
They
you could
are
test it.
textured, aren't they?
They got a
bit?
slight texture. You could
Yeah.
test it on a piece of PVC you don't care about banging up, and then see how that goes.
Yeah. Or I mean,
Maybe if you have like excess Gear Lock adventuring reference guides, if you have multiple copies of the game, you could test it there, see if it sticks. I think it would come off.
We're not guaranteeing it, so
Yeah,
it's
I'm
at your own
certainly.
risk.
Yeah, at your own risk.
Yep.
Permanent marker, make it a legacy game. I do, yeah, go for that one. Listen to that person. That's the
Yeah.
correct answer. Okay, so you gave that one.
Oh, 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't like a goat cheese.
I don't mind a goat cheese. I think maybe it was a little bit of the pairing of the other one first. I was like, I don't taste anything, and then when I swallowed, I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I taste gold. I didn't taste the wine bath as much.
Mm.
Maybe for
Yeah.
me,
it's
it needs
in
to
the
bathe
rhymes,
more.
certainly.
Yeah.
It's just clean itself up. We
Yeah.
also have palate cleansers if you'd like.
Okay,
We're
all
about to head into a blue space.
Mm.
Do you like your many veins of blue or your less veins of blue?
I love blue cheese.
Okay, I'll give you this exceptionally veiny one then.
Okay. I mean, when you say that sounds kind of gross. But
Well, there's a lot of
thank you.
veins of blue in it. Dry erase will erase permanent marker from what? Dry erase will erase permanent marker from a whiteboard.
You didn't know that?
Mm.
No,
Yeah. If you
that
take-
seems like a lie.
No, it
That
works.
seems like the only way to get ink off is with more ink, sort of thing. So you all could just give a potato boy away at conventions, don't need approval for its sale. I think that's technically true, but we would have to produce it and spend money to do so. But who knows? And also, I can't answer that. That might be a thing they don't want us to do. All right, so that was also, if you did not know, of course, that was the Cambazola Black Label.
Ooh.
What did you give that one?
I gave it an 8. And I
a good
decided that you liked it too,
Oh,
as
good,
much as
thank
I do.
you. Yeah.
But we're not talking
I'm
about
an easy cheeser.
We're not talking about you yet.
All right, so now we're on to the white cheddar Baby Bell. Have you heard of it?
I have.
so that's that one.
Okay.
We so supremely snackable. If I were asked the one thing I would never conceive of doing in my life, watching a cheese stream for a board game would probably be it. I can now feel I can accomplish anything. We love to inspire people to great heights by eating cheese in front of them. If I can make someone feel inspired by eating cheese, it's the easiest, it's the best day of my life, you know. That was, of course, the white cheddar baby bell. What did you think?
I thought it was a 7.
Wow, you think I'm basic.
No, I think you really love this
10.
cheese.
A 10. I'll spoil that one. A 10 on the baby bell. Okay, so we're on to the Fromager Diaphinios. That one's another gooey boy, so I will
Yeah. Scrape
maybe,
it off
maybe
the
a different
board.
one. Maybe this one. There you go.
Thank you.
This is a brie, I know that much.
Mm.
And it's very gooey. If you want a cracker of some kind, it would go well with it, probably.
Yes, please.
Would you like a wafer, a toast, or a rosemary salt?
Let's go with rosemary salt. Thank you.
What was your favorite part of art directing Elder Scrolls? And possibly, by extension, cheese? It's a good time to ask the questions. This is why I like to ask the questions when you're eating, you know. It's a good time to answer. I ordered the cheese, congrats. 20 strong cheeses
Yay,
coming
good
your
job.
way. We should have a counter up that shows. We have a tracker in the office that makes a lot of noise whenever someone orders stuff. And it's probably making a lot of noise right now. So that's cool.
I think my favorite part about art direction is just when we come up with an idea and we tell the artist, like, this is what I'm thinking, and we send them the directions, and they come back with something I did not expect, and it blows my mind, and I love it.
Yeah.
I think that's so much fun. And then, like, just working together with people to, like, make something, like, even cooler than we thought, because I just think, like, everyone has really good ideas, and just throwing them all together, it just makes awesome things.
Yeah, I really like how much we very much appreciate our artists at this company. Very much not a thing I don't see at a lot of companies I've worked at, and the fact that we just have a giant in the other room that is just one of the pieces we made for this is so cool to look at.
I don't
Do you
have
need
a
more to?
No,
to
I don't need to be greedy.
reassess?
I will use my memory.
You can try one of these moldy guys up here. The display cheeses that aren't on display.
No, I'll just gnaw on those.
When do we get the housing expansion to hold the numbing amounts of cheese? Who knows?
That'll be in December when we release like a gingerbread house package for the Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
Wow, that would be fun to have a gingerbread house.
Yeah, gingerbread house would be good. Although gingerbread houses don't taste good. They're too
No,
hard.
nobody wants to eat them.
No, you throw them away. I was very much saddened as a boy that I could not eat them. The one that Hansel and Gretel eat too. Like, oh good. It's been out in the wild, man. Like bird leavings all over it.
It adds
Owl
a
pellets.
rustic flavor.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I do my cheese notes. There's a rustic flavor to this gingerbread. What did you give the Fromager?
I gave it a 6.
Okay. And then we're on to, of course, the Figo cheddar cheese stick. I don't remember what the name of this is, but you'll recognize this from the fridge at work. That's where we sourced this one from.
This does taste like fridge cheese.
One might say that all cheese is fridge cheese because you should refrigerate it. Let me see.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting fridge taste here.
Wrapped.
I'm kidding.
Working for a place that makes great games rather than a place that makes as much money as possible. That is good. That is good. I worked for a bank before this, and it was less good. Less good. Let me see. Is the card ink going to match most expansion games? End up with ink tint on the back of the card changes. Yeah, in general, We always try to match it as close as we can, but PVC is impossible to consistently print the exact same thing on, just because of how it works. So, can't guarantee it for sure, but it should be close. Gilly's now looking for his lunch cheese. He's got it right here. He's just got to come in and get it.
No, we took it from him. That's what he gets.
That's what he gets. What did you say about the fridge cheese?
I give it a 7 because I think it is
7?
a solid fridge cheese. I think
It's a
like
solid
if
fridge
I were
cheese.
like I really want some fridge cheese right now, it like hit all the marks.
Mm-hmm. I like the Italian sourced cheese is 3 marks lower than the fridge cheese.
I'm not good at rating things. I'm all over the place.
So now we're on to the final thing, the Winmer's brick. It is a brick of cheese that is made using a brick. How? I'm still unsure. If somebody knows, I'm happy to learn. My Valenwood doesn't really match my base game. That is the case with some folks. Yeah. The Elder Scrolls is out and Bethesda loves you. Can we expect a CTG Fallout game? Boy, you don't have to ask because I ask often. I don't know the answer.
Mm-hmm. Currently, I don't think there's anything in the works, but
Do you
not
like
gonna
Fallout
say
now as a the art director? Do you have familiarity with Fallout?
I have seen Fallout.
Okay.
I've seen the art style. I
Yes.
like it. I think it's cute. That's about all I know about it. Sorry.
I mean, that's a lot of the vibe is the look. What'd you give our brick cheese?
I gave it an 8.
An 8.
I think I must like bricks.
It's made with ground up brick.
Yeah.
Tasty, tasty round.
All right, so now
I liked it too. I did not get like that gritty flavor of brick. Or
Yeah,
that,
they
like,
really finely grind the brick.
mhm. I appreciated that.
So, I achieved 2 points. Amanda achieved 3, kind of.
For what?
For guessing
Oh,
each
okay.
other's scores.
Sorry.
So, now we're gonna run. You're gonna compare against me.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to beat one of our scores.
Okay. Oh, nice smeared ink.
That's fine. I smeared mine too.
Ugh.
So for A,
Yeah.
what'd you give?
You
me?
you thought it would be a 5.
7.
7.
I don't
Oh.
remember why.
Okay.
Cheese B,
I think you gave it a 7.
8.5.
8.5. Okay.
Like I said, I'm an easy grader.
Yep.
C,
I moved up a little and went to 8.
I gave that one a 6. I'm not that easy of a grader. Cheese D,
I thought 6.
7.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheese E,
8.
4.5.
No, you like this one just as much as I do. You love blue cheese
No.
as well.
It was so strong. I was grading it nicely. F.
You loved this cheese. You gave it a 10.
Not give any cheeses a 10. I gave
No.
this one an 8.
This is your favorite.
This is my favorite cheese. You're right. I changed it to 10.
I knew it.
Cheese G,
8.
8.5.
Oh, I was close
Quite
on that
close.
one. Yay.
Cheese H,
4.
5.
Mm,
And cheese
kinda
I,
close. 9.
6.5.
Ah, okay. So I win?
You win. Your scores will be the next scores
Oh.
that somebody will be playing
these
against.
poor people.
Yeah, so they're gonna have to go up against yours. So I'm gonna
Alright.
attack those here, and we can make this crazier and crazier because then I can ask them what they thought you gave and what they thought you thought I gave.
Oh my gosh. This could be very convoluted.
We just make it go all day.
Yeah.
They just announced Fallout Shelter earlier on the website. That's a lie. That's an April Fool's you've just done, sir. So Elder Scrolls is the only game we can expect to have anything to do with these 20 strong cheeses. That's correct. That's correct. But if you roll dice alongside them, you can pretend like they are a 20 strong deck. I don't know how the mechanics work, but that's your playground.
Yeah, I'm gonna say whatever you want to do with your games is your business.
So that's very true. House rule away or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
JC's in.
Oh.
All right. Well, Mal, thank you so much for coming.
Yeah,
I
thank
hope
you
you
for having
enjoyed
me.
cheeses.
It was fun. I did enjoy the cheeses and the apples and grapes and little toasty things.
Did you want some pear? It's not very ripe.
No.
Are you sure it's not very good?
If it's not good, then no. Thank you, though.
All right. Well, thank you. Go back to art directing some stuff, I guess.
Okay, will
Go back to
do.
work.
Bye.
Thank you for eating cheese. We're joined now by our next guest. Amanda's being very proactive. This is, of course, the owner of our company,
Oh my.
Josh Carlson.
What do we have here?
We have cheese. I see you're already pre-gaming with
I brought
some
my own
cheese
crackers.
crackers.
Do you want to rate this one?
Let's see.
It's a Captain wafer.
Grilled cheese.
It's got
It's
notes.
grilled cheese.
It's got notes of Captain. Mhm. Very dry. Particularly bad one to eat on a stream. I'm glad you brought two. Okay.
May I?
Go for it.
All right.
We've got a lineup coming in. Do you guys want to join in? You can, yeah?
Is there another chair?
Maybe.
I didn't bring a Captain wafer for you,
Yeah.
but I want to know how it pairs with
Oh, yes, of course.
sparkling white grape.
Ah, yes, there's notes of white grape, sparkling.
Should I drink the middle?
Yeah,
I'm rating this one.
into the middle.
I don't know what we're doing. I've been busy trying to make sure everything launched appropriately, so I've only been loosely watching what's going on.
We've been,
Looks like we have some cheese.
yeah, we've been tasting cheeses.
Okay.
On this cheese tasting stream.
Okay, great.
So we've been playing a slight game with it, where you
Okay.
will rank the cheeses, and you will try to pair or rank those up against. Oh, this will be fun. So now there's two of you at once, so we can. What's the new game?
I mean, you can just play.
I have limited time, so
Yeah,
I
he's-
will.
Yeah.
You can do,
Okay.
you can do
I will-
over a certain number.
Just get him going, and then we'll follow with me.
Let's speed run you through the cheeses. So
Okay.
here's cheese A. You can eat it. I'll tell you what it is. Put down a number, and then put down what you think Mel gave this cheese. This is. You're a fiend. A fiend. This is, of course, a Vermont cloth-bound cheddar. It pairs well with spray cheese.
I do taste.
From a bucket.
All I taste is cheddar. I'm just saying.
I'm surprised that is spelled out cheese on the front. I thought they had to have an E in there.
I thought it was easy.
I know.
Like
Is
that.
I haven't.
is this a change, or is this like a
I had to search hard
the
for
old
this.
like Mandela effect thing?
When you started the stream, I went across the street and I was like, "Do you guys still have that cheese that's
dedication.
like
Also-
in a, where you?" And he kind of was like, "Oh, dude, like you're still doing that?"
You're still,
But also, didn't it used to say cheese product? Now it says cheese snack.
it says made with real
That's
cheese!
real cheese.
Exclamation point! They're quite proud.
They've upgraded.
Cheddar pasteurized cheese snack is what it says on it. I thought it used to say
clean my palate
cheese.
here.
Oh, God.
Monster,
Oh.
absolute monster. So as you, you were kind of plummeting. What was your favorite part of working on the Elder Scrolls there? You can write down your rank of cheese A.
This is kind of like Hot Ones.
Kind of. As well as what you think Mel gave that cheese.
Okay.
She did not pour easy cheese on it, just if that helps you come up with her rank.
I think probably 8
I'll just
is
give
what
it-
she
give it a
rated it.
breakdown.
I think you rated it like a 7.
Yeah.
Yes.
I gave it a 7. She gave it as a 7 as well.
Okay.
No,
One
we'll score.
1 out of 2.
So now we're on. We're speed running.
Oh man, I don't want any of this. No.
It's like a cheesy marshmallow.
Uh huh. That is how Amanda described it. So that one even looks like it's got a little toast on it.
No.
So here, I'll describe this one to you so you can have a... So this one is, of course, the Taleggio DOP, which we found out the comment's gone, so I don't remember. But it means that it was made in Italy. Produced in the Lombardy region, this Italian cheese with the orangey pink rind and blue-green mold is savory and yeasty with a buttery creaminess that makes this classic extremely versatile. Luscious perfection.
I mean, with this it was better. But
Okay.
I'm just trying a little bit.
Paired
of it.
with easy cheese.
Yeah.
We also have crackers if you would like to. No? Okay. If anyone has any questions for the, the owner of the company.
Somebody
such
asked,
as,
what was your favorite part of working on the Elder Scrolls, right? Is
Yeah,
that what you said?
I asked that. Yeah.
Oh, you
I'm
asked
trying,
that.
I'm trying to be professional.
Okay.
It's hard. It's hard.
Did you want me to answer that?
It's very
You
hard.
answered that.
It's very hard.
I answer that. Well, so again, I've talked at length about this. I wasn't.
That's not good.
I was not very involved in the. I was not
So
very
write
involved
your
in the
name down.
development of Betrayal of the Second Era. This is, we kind of handed over a framework to our development team, which is Salem and Ryan and Logan at the time. Rest in peace. I'm just kidding. He's at Fantasy Flight now. He's at Fantasy Flight working on Star Wars Unlimited, which is very
that's
hot,
awesome.
very hot right now. So good on him.
Good job, Logan.
Yeah, but
Kelly doesn't wish you death, despite what it may seem like.
no, not at all, not at all. So our development team, obviously, I mean, you look at the reception of the game. The development team obviously knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
My role, and JC, you were a little bit more involved in development than even I was, but my role primarily was at the very embryonic stage, and we, when we found out we had a good shot at getting the license, we spent a lot of time just talking about hey, if we're gonna take. We knew it was going to be an evolution of Too Many Bones in some capacity, and we spent a lot of time just really in an afternoon or two talking about, hey, what would we quote unquote fix about Too Many Bones if we could go back and change things. And so that was where some of the things like simplifying lock picking and removing dangerous darts and things along those lines came to pass. But then also just talking about what systems from Too Many Bones could look like in a more open world format, in a more campaign format, and those types of things. And those discussions eventually led to the ideas like.
You just ate such a big piece
I know.
of that cheese. That is such a strong cheese.
That's where a lot of the discussions around hey, how could the cooldown track work. That's where the inception of the cooldown track was. That's also where the idea of kind of opposing skills came to pass. I've talked a little bit about that on Discord and that kind of thing. But yeah, I don't know. The most fun part, honestly, the most fun part of making any game is that early stage when all ideas are on the table and anything goes. The least fun part tends to be the last 10 to 15% of making a game where you're fixing all the game's problems and you're just tired of looking at it at that stage too. So that's
Dude,
my
I'm
answer.
sorry. This is like peanut butter in my mouth.
Peanut butter.
It's just not. I can't swallow it. It's like this. This mixed with that is just sticking to the roof of my mouth.
Well, that's incredibly strong.
Okay,
That
that's
is
really strong.
That is a
I would say-
cheddar that eats like a Parmesan.
Yeah.
And you ate a
Well, you cut
huge.
the pieces, so.
Amanda cut the pieces.
Ah.
Blame
Wow.
Amanda.
Okay, the last one.
But
I would
also,
say
thank you, Amanda.
Mel gave the last one a 6. I gave it
On
a
B?
Yeah.
Okay. Mel gave us 6.
I think you gave it a 8 or an 8.5. 8.5. And I gave it a 2.
Well, you got me down, Pat. So 8.5, you
Yeah,
nailed
2
me.
for 2.
Mel gave that a 4.
Okay.
And then
All right.
C.
C.
Oh,
That
no.
one was fine.
Also,
that
what
one
are
was
you
fine.
giving these? I'm not following your grading.
2 on the last one.
We've thrown.
I
all
would
the
give
rules
that
out
an
the window.
8.
8.
Oh,
It was really strong. but
this or
this
that?
one. This one.
That's an 8. You give that a 2?
Yeah.
Insane.
It's gross.
It's a grading match.
I think you probably gave this a 6. That's my guess.
There is a question in the chat. We've answered this one before.
What? Did I get it?
Yes.
You're easy.
I mean,
You're
my
easy. Sorry,
question
what?
is, were you watching the part where I was eating cheese and just memorizing
I'm just-
my answers?
I'm just
to
letting
the
things
3
devolve
for
into
3,
chaos,
Which is
so.
insane.
Other than like, hey, do you think that would be possible someday? And everybody's like open to the idea. We would love to do it. We've thrown around a couple of very light ideas around how that could work. I know Ryan has come up with, I think, a really, really baseline kind of rule set potentially for one. So we'd very much love to do one that's not a shadow announcement that it exists. It's more, we have been, again, today is the official release day of Betrayal of the Second Era worldwide. Its fulfillment of the English version is done. It is fully and completely available now. And we didn't, we really didn't want to turn our attention to another game or another product set in this universe until we kind of had this thing buttoned up. So the cheese pack is releasing. We're working on expansion content for a campaign this fall. We would love to do 20 Strong Elder Scrolls or 20 Strong Betrayal of the Second Era, exactly, potentially. And if we can, we certainly will. So,
And we want to focus on it being all about cheese, right?
Yes, and it will be entirely
It will be all
cheese
working as a
focused.
cheesemonger in
Yes.
Tamriel.
Look forward to the upcoming cheesemonger class.
Hi,
No,
Amanda.
that's not a real
Hi.
that's not a real announcement.
Thanks for coming in.
I will say though. So we talked about this in the stream last week. I mentioned it in the update that we put out earlier this morning on the cheese. We have an achievements and mods free download coming in the coming months. Again, no date on that just yet. We're in playtesting for it presently. You certainly can expect some cheese-related achievements though in that release.
Achievements.
Achievements, yes.
That's good.
And how many, again, I don't really know, but there will be some fun ways, I think, to interact with the cheese as a part of that release. So it does...
seems to have an opinion on these comments.
What was that?
Salem seems to have an opinion on these comments.
That's fine. Salem...
My tea is still hot.
Because we want to, obviously, this is a fun, April Fool's, type of release that's goofy, but we do want to, again, these are, we worked hard with ZeniMax and Bethesda to make these cheeses that were actually in the game. And they were actually the ones that were like, oh, don't just do 20 of the same cheese. Let's really rep the variety of cheese in Tamriel. There's a lot of cool cheeses in the game. So yeah, we don't want it to just be a throwaway thing. We want to actually engage with it in a cool way. So yeah.
What I think is very cool about this product specifically is that this is the official art for most of these cheeses now. Because most of these cheeses mentioned on these cards don't
Did
have
not
art
have
in the
art,
game
yeah.
at all. They just are talked about. So that's quite cool. What did you give the goat cheese that I saw you
Spit out.
I did not
ruining
think I would
over there?
like that, and I did, especially
You did
with
like it.
topped with this. So
You're ruining
I
every cheese, but
think
that's fine.
that we're improving. I think Mel gave it an 8. I think I gave it a 9.
Okay.
I think you probably didn't like it as much, so I'd do a 7 or 7.5. 7.5.
See, I think you memorized my scores. This is
Serious?
4 for 4 on me. You have not gotten Mel right at all. Mel gave that one a 4.
I'm looking for a little crib cheat. That I don't think he...
I know. I think
He does
I
magic
think he
tricks,
put it
though,
up
so there might be
here.
some sleight of
Yeah.
hand
Might be.
going on.
It is
you want
very
this?
impressive to me, and maybe only. What? He just ate that grape with his
Just like
hand.
that. Just like that. Okay. Anyways.
So now we're on to this veiny boy.
And what is it?
Are you a,
Let's not
are you
call
a,
it that.
Are you a blue boy? Do you like your blue cheese?
No.
Okay. Oh, this is
Let's
blue
never
cheese.
use that phrase again.
You don't like veiny boy? Okay, that one's quite. Let's. That one's the
gosh.
least veins going on.
No. No.
Just a hard pass?
Just. Yeah, here's the. Here.
That's all right.
I should just do what I did and just down it at once.
No. No, that's not going to sit
So,
well
so what do you
with
give
me.
that one?
That one? That one was a 10.
Like a 10, yeah.
I think that was like a 3 for Mel.
Okay.
Why am I just rating Mel's? Oh, she was just last.
She was the last.
Got it. Okay. And then
I. I mean, I did give it a 4.5.
Yes!
Mel gave it an 8.
Oh.
Check the side of the cheese whiz can.
I know. The cheese is getting has the answers. Okay, so you can help yourself out with the next one, of course, which is our
I didn't get to this part of the stream yet.
the white cheddar baby bell.
I feel like I'm on my own now.
Yeah, this is the white cheddar baby bell. They're found in the fridge at work.
Oh.
Yep. You know them, you love them. You get to feel like a giant when you're eating them because they're little wheels of cheese, much like what you would find on a card in this pack. Little
Wow.
wheels of cheese.
like it.
That's great synergy. Great
Yeah.
job.
And if you want to look at that in your own hand, you can pick up a copy over on our website.
I like it.
checktheorygames.com/store. Also, pick yourself up a game of Elder Scrolls that you can actually play with the cheese. Don't just buy the cheese. Buy yourself a whole new game.
What would you rate that, Gilly?
I'd give a Baby Bell. I mean,
I don't think
You
he's
haven't
ever, I
eaten
don't think
any
he's
of
ever
these.
had a
I have not. Well, here's the thing. So I'm
kind
from
of a rebel.
Wisconsin, which has a very proud cheese heritage. I hate strong cheeses. Like I hate them. Like they're not for me at all.
Would you
which
call
makes
a baby bell a strong?
I would not. But that's what I would say. I would be willing to bet. I don't know what these last three are, but I would be willing to bet that the Baby Bell is going to be my favorite of all of them, simply because strong
Yeah.
cheese is not my jam at all. At all.
Would love an Elder Scrolls themed 20 strong deck.
I have a solution for
I don't
you.
like that either. I don't like fake cheese. I don't really like nacho cheese.
It's not. It's not fake. It says
Sandra,
right
can you
here.
get Gilly to try cheese H?
Cheese H.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Okay, so what do you rank?
8.
Okay. And what do you
7
think?
for Mel.
8 for you, 7 for Mel, or 8 for
And 6 for you.
Oh man, yeah, your notes ran out.
I told you I didn't watch that part of the stream.
I knew it.
I painstakingly fast forwarded to each part where you were giving your numbers, and I wrote them
What
down.
did
and
what
then
did you say for
memorized
Mel?
them.
Though you said 7. You did get Mel. on
Oh,
this
see,
one.
there we go.
Nice. So this is where you got to the Mel parts of the stream. I gave that one an 8.
Okay.
Instead, I gave it a 6.
Okay.
I like my basic cheese.
I'm skipping G. There's no way. Anything that can't like hold its form, you just don't even try.
It's literally melting
It's
in front
just
of
not-
us.
What would you give it?
Meant to be.
visually?
Under the hot
Visually,
lights.
I'll
Yeah,
give
I mean,
it a
give
2.
it a smell. You know.
No, I'll give it a 2.
What do you think Mel gave it? And
I,
I
a
suppose.
4 and a 5. No, you rated that one high. You liked that one over there.
I
Let me
did
check
like
my
that one
notes.
over there.
I think you
I
gave
checked
that.
my notes as I watched the stream for a few minutes.
I think you gave that one an 8.5.
I mean, I did give it an 8.5.
I'm so happy.
What'd you say Mel gave it?
I don't know what I said.
She gave it a 6.
That's what I said.
Yeah, okay.
Not
Good
much.
job. So now we're on to H, found in
That one looks safe.
The work fridge as well.
Oh.
You know, Figo cheddar cheese stick is the name of
Oh,
that one.
wow.
Mm-hmm.
Let me try that one.
Would you like a cracker or a toast to go with
I
your
would,
cheese?
yeah.
Here, have a little toast.
Oh. No!
Try it.
I don't want that.
I do.
It's
Take it.
almost on table. That would live on table.
Not on our components. You can wash them.
You can wash them.
Wash
You
them
can
clean.
wash them clean.
Wash them clean. All right. Sorry for ruining your toast.
You ruined my mini toast.
Someone said, anything that can't hold its form is no good. Also chugging the liquid horror from a can.
You make a good point. Good point.
But it can hold its shape.
Well, yeah,
it's holding its shape in that can
it's
right
clearly
now.
meant to be a liquid.
All right, and then we're on to the last one, which you probably like.
I mean, this one you gave a 6.
Oh, me?
Yeah. Maybe.
Okay. And Mel gave what?
5.
Well, Mel gave that one a 7. I gave it a 5.
Not so far. What do we got?
Goose eggs.
What do we got?
And our last one is the Windmer's Brick. It is a Wisconsin cheese
Wow.
made using a brick. How? I don't know. This is in the description, is that it is made using a brick.
It's safe, man. Clearly.
That's a lot at once. Y'all are just really comfortable eating just a big piece of cheese.
That's good.
Sure. Okay.
I give that a 10.
A 10.
And I think Mel gave it a 10. And I think you gave it a 10.
Wow.
That's what I think.
Are your opinions
I think
a little
you
colored
gave
by
it
yourself?
A 10. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
my guess too.
Well, it's from Wisconsin.
all around?
It's
Yep.
Wisconsin, and it's
Okay.
made with real brick.
I
so
gave that a
Real
6.5. Mel gave that an 8.
Okay.
that, yeah.
So no 10s, no 10s.
I think you are letting your Minnesota bias show by not ranking something from Wisconsin a
Born
10.
in Wisconsin, born and raised until like 14.
Well, then where's your sense of pride, man?
I like these goo boys.
Ugh.
If it can't hold its form, it's a
Blue
better
boys,
cheese usually.
goo boys,
Veiny boys.
veiny boys.
No,
Where's
no,
this
no.
'Cause there's
Please
lots of
stop.
veins of
Please
mold.
stop. This is a family show.
Okay,
You're making it not.
what I liked about making Elder Scrolls.
What did you like about me? making
No,
it
I would say
different?
things that stand out to me. Definitely character Matt. When we got to the point where skills were competing for one another on the lines, that was kind of an exciting point to be like, okay, this is a fun dynamic. Really liking how that's working.
We had originally done a like triangle of skills, and so the idea being that it was like 5,
Strange.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1 was like the arrangement of like cubes in there and skill dice, and so that was what we were throwing around originally. And the idea being you could go 5 deep in one skill line, 4, 3,
Yeah, I
2,
remember
1.
that.
So that's where that idea actually started. I've shown
And then we would invert it kind of for the other half of the map.
Right.
And so there was like a diagonal line down the middle.
Yep.
And you had to pick and choose, but
Yeah,
Much
but then
like the-
but
this
then
made it a little more versatile.
But merging that with the opposing skills, and then merging that with the stats,
Yeah.
and having the stats and the skills being interacting in that way. I think, yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah,
interrupted.
no. That's probably one of the most exciting points of development. And then I would say just like kind of seeing how it evolved combat-wise, knowing that we wanted to have, I hesitate to say like an evolution of Bones, but like something that took it in a little different direction that allowed for more movement. Bones has a really nice place as it is where it's at, where that's not the main focal point of combat, but this, we wanted it to be one of the aspects. And so like when we started dialing that in with the development team, with range and whatnot, that opened up what we could do with the delves, and that was like a really exciting kind of like time span when we saw what the potential was for it. So that's what I'd say.
Someone asked earlier, and no one on the stream was the person to ask, but now that we're IP friends with Bethesda, are we doing Fallout? Is that the...
No
That
comment.
was the question. I keep
No
asking.
comment sounds like yes.
I know.
Don't know
I know. I
comment.
have the same
Don't no comment.
answer as I do the riddle. Like, no comment. Shannon loves that.
Shannon loves no
Loves
comment.
no
No,
comment.
the go to answer on riddles is we're not familiar with
Yeah.
any riddles or
Right.
things along
Yeah,
those
make
lines.
sure to at Shannon in the Discord asking about Fallout. So, definitely would not be
Riddles
annoyed
in
by
Fallout.
that.
Is there
Also
going to be riddles in Fallout?
At Shannon in general, that's her
Shannon
favorite thing.
Does not, in
Yeah.
fact, love that.
Yeah.
That's a direct quote.
Yes. Yes.
Listen
to Shannon.
The actual answer on Fallout, is probably
tell.
is what?
Do tell.
Is that nothing's in progress. It's a logical jump, obviously, from Elder Scrolls, but there's very mixed opinions on it internally, is what I would say. Not everybody here is super excited to jump into another licensed like behemoth of a game, and after Elder Scrolls, obviously, like the expectation would be that we give Fallout the exact same treatment, essentially, which is, I mean, again, this game has taken us 4 years. Not necessarily of like dedicated work, but this game has evolved over the course of 4 years. And so deciding to take on Fallout in a similar like scope is a like monumental company level decision that we would have to make. And we have not made that decision, to be clear. And we also have not talked to Bethesda or ZeniMax about it to know that they're even interested in handing us that license potentially. So So there's a lot of Fallout fans here in the building, Santoro being one of them. Actually, I saw a video of you slipping and sliding on your deck 2 days ago wearing a That Boy shirt. It was in the family chat thread.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
Thanks.
yeah. I'm gonna out
Secret-
all
secret
of the
Fallout
family
fan
secrets
over
right here
here.
on the stream.
Our deck was covered in ice, and the girls thought it was. My 2 daughters thought it was hilarious that Dad was running around out on the deck.
You're like,
with
quick,
no
I need to
socks
get
on.
my
Yeah,
my
so
Fat Boy shirt on.
Yeah.
they call it the Happy Boy shirt.
The other, and this is dead serious, but like the other major consideration that we have as a company as it relates to Fallout, is that Fallout is a very like mature, has a very mature theme, obviously, like a very dark sense of humor, and is. That's not the type of game that we've ever really made.
Because Bones doesn't.
Well, but it's different. It's
I know,
different.
no, I know.
Even in
that.
terms of like and we're not prudish about any of this kind of stuff, but like even in terms of like common use of like curse words and that kind of thing,
Yeah.
it's just not the type of game that we have ever like developed into a board game. Everything that we've made has been fairly family friendly, or at least like PG-13 rated, and anything Fallout rated to do the franchise justice would have to be a hard R rating essentially. And so there's conversations to be had about whether or not that's the type of game that we as a company would want to dive into. So
You're just saying that because there's a whole skill line dedicated to making people pop grosser.
I didn't even know that. I'm not a huge Fallout guy, for the record. I dramatically prefer Elder Scrolls to Fallout personally. Again, just because the super dark, like post-apocalyptic vibes are not necessarily my jam. But that's not the common opinion within the building. So yeah. Anyway,
I feel like that was the first mod of everyone's Fallout 2 game. Was like
The Gormons.
the Gormons.
The Gourmand. So, if anyone has any last minute questions for Josh, our owner here, shoot them in the chat. I am going to ask you these two combined. Can we expect to get married sometime after October 7th? I assume they mean in the game.
well, the two of us are already married.
Oh, that's so sweet. But also,
Here, honey.
but also somebody said, to be honest, I was hoping that this surprise is going to be more side quests. Any chance there will be a 30-pack sold separately? I don't know where 30 came from.
Yeah, what the-
but
30 more pieces of cheese.
no, 30 more side quests. All about cheese. No. Gather
I
the cheese.
can promise you that more side quests are coming.
Yeah.
I can promise you that,
Yes. There will be stuff.
and possibly sooner than you think.
Probably sooner than the campaign. Let me see if there's any questions. Yeah, Bloody Disgusting is what that skill is called, I believe. Surely you're excited about how much design space is left for Elder Scrolls Expansions 2 before starting a new big game. That is also true.
Yeah.
Salem
Shaking
is
head
nodding vigorously
excitedly.
over here as they are actively working on the expansion content. Again, that expansion campaign for Somerset, Hammerfell, and elsewhere, among other fun surprises, is penciled in for October 7th. That's not a promise that it'll be October 7th, but it will almost certainly be October 7th. But that's what you can look forward to in terms of the launch of our next expansion campaign. It's a lot of content. It's not going to be a particularly quick fulfillment. It will be, fulfillment will be in hopefully 2026. But there's a lot of cool and great stuff.
you're gonna be
coming.
excited.
Great. That's a cheese joke,
Oh.
sort of. Unless the cheese won't hold its form, in which case it will not be great.
You could try. You could try.
Boo.
Yeah, I agree with Bree. The cheese and the person who's off screen. Let me see here. Yeah, someone also said, hey, if you were friends with Bethesda, Starfield board game with the test style would be super cool. And that one, I
Okay.
hear you can line a bunch of stuff up and knock it over. It's a cool physics engine. That's all I know about Starfield. So I'm not seeing any new questions. Thank you so
Sweet.
much for coming,
Yeah.
Josh. You can.
I'm actually gonna step out as well because we got Salem and Bree here,
Yeah.
and I think they should be on camera together.
That's true. They should.
I bequeath my easy cheese to
Well,
you.
thank you also
Also,
for coming.
I need to escape before I am forced to eat cheese with no form.
I think you should really try this one. Gil.
No.
Just one for the audience. They
No.
love it. They watched me do it, and I didn't like it at all.
That's
I gave it a 4.5.
listen. I might have considered it if you would not have called it what you called it, and I'm not even going to repeat that line.
the
You
VB.
disgusting monster. All right. See everybody. We got Salem and Bree
Yes.
coming to entertain you
And
now.
as they step over, if you're enjoying this, make sure to give this stream a like. It helps us with visibility. And give the channel a subscribe if you want to be alerted about future stuff like this. Is it warm?
No, it's the smell.
Oh, cheese smell.
It's very potent.
Sponsored by Easy Cheese. Let's get this out of here, unless somebody else
I'll
wants
I mean,
it.
I'd try it. We got to rank, right?
Have we not had Easy Cheese?
I've
before?
had it. No, I mean, but I got to rank it alongside these other things.
Or are you gonna
Yeah,
pour
but
it
you're-
on them like?
No, God.
Okay.
Everybody knows that you have to eat this with chicken and biscuit, and that's the only thing you eat it with.
Chicken and a biscuit.
Ooh, could I have some not wine?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Would you like
Top me off,
some too?
please. One for air. My friend, I think. Also,
Yeah, notepad. I don't know.
why are we doing this?
I don't-
There's cheese
There's
over on our
cheese.
website. There's a link right next to Bree's Head. Check out that cheese pack. That's the thing you can pick up right over on that website at chiptheorygames.com/store. If you are just picking up the cheese, I believe there is a discounted shipping rate. And if you want to actually play with the cheese, Elder Scrolls Betrayal of the Second Era is available worldwide now. Give it an order. Do you really think Salem wouldn't try the Easy Cheese? That's true. Will it take a year after the campaign closes to fulfill?
Oh, this is for the new stuff?
So the cheese, certainly not. Cheese will be shipping in May. But for the new stuff, honestly, maybe. I don't know.
We don't have that
Yeah.
mapped out yet.
Yeah. It'll say it in the campaign. And if it feels too long, you can always pick it up in retail. Again, we never do exclusives or anything like that. But, speaking of campaigns, Dragons of Etchinstone, that's coming up
Next
a
week?
week from today. We'll be back with a live stream as that launches. That's launching at 10 a.m. next week. We will have strategist pledges. We will have Dragons etching stone. I'll play the game on stream right out of my little grabbers here, because that is how the game is played. Right in your hand. I probably won't do that because that would be terrible for camera. To
But
Yeah.
sort of show it.
slowly etching into a stone.
I mean, you could just have the
I
camera
wasn't even talking about that.
have the camera over your shoulder,
Over
and
shoulder.
you're just
I've
like,
done over shoulder cam before, and nobody likes it.
Oh.
It's disorienting and bad.
How about Centaur body cam?
Yeah, body cam.
Yeah, just
I'll
like
get the
put it into your
GoPro strapped to my
glasses.
chest.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll just get some
Yeah.
Google Glass. Yeah, and Brie is also a type of cheese, and also a type of person. That is correct. Type of person that is right here. Cheese promo pack for Tess. Correct. That exists. It's right.
There.
There. Over there. I'm so dumb. I said it's by your head, and I'm pointing the opposite. I missed the beginning. What is the new stuff? Oh yeah, that's what they were answering you. Sorry. Cheese promo pack. That is the stuff. Give the Dragons of Etchinstone campaign a follow. We sort of teetered.
wow,
off
yeah,
that.
we're all over the place.
We're too excited to eat cheese. So, cheese?
Cheese.
I'm going to have you two rank, and you are going to be comparing up against what you think Mel thought I would think of each cheese.
Oh, wow.
Because you all already heard what Mel thought. So,
It did go out. It went in one ear and
Yeah, I
out the
do
other.
not remember it.
so-
The only one I know is the last
yeah,
one.
I'll believe that when JC didn't get like 7 of mine right from memory.
You think I watch our streams?
Okay, so our first cheese, of course, is the Vermont cloth-bound cheddar.
I love Vermont cheese. I get
Do you want
cheese
bigger
from.
pieces,
Specifically,
littler cheeses. These are
Vermont
kind of
cheese?
distinctly.
Yeah.
taller.
Oh no. Yeah. So a Cabot cheese. I'll do a plug.
give you the big
They have a place in Vermont. Ding ding. And then you can go and sample a bunch of their cheeses, and they're really good. And one of my favorite cheeses of all time is a Vermont cheese.
I'll give you a description as you haven't been here and you don't watch our streams, of course. Vermont cloth-bound cheddar. This incredibly rare cheddar is not meant to be eaten in one bite. In fact, it's made by Cabot, then aged at Jasper Hill Farm in an incredible collaboration between cheesemaker and Offenure.
Cabot cheese?
If somebody knows what an Offenure is.
Oh, that's so good.
Made in small batches of 60 wheels. Awarded Best of Show in 2006 by the ACS. Bree does have a trash can right next to her.
Oh.
Unless someone took it.
Oh, I see.
All right, that's a 10 out of 10 cheese
Also,
for me.
who are you, Bree?
Oh yeah, Bree.
Oh, yeah.
Salem is one of our designers. Bree, I'll let you
Yes.
introduce yourself because I feel like I will not do justice to all the things that you do.
I'm a production graphic designer, so I work on the actual products of the game. I actually work pretty closely with Salem and Ryan. They'll give me wonderful spreadsheets of all the information, and I essentially have to take that information
They've gotten
and
better. They used to be
make the
horrendous.
product. They used to be very, very bad, yes. And then they
We're
were like, stop doing that.
working
I can't read them.
Offenure is a professional cheese smeller. That's fun.
Oh.
Yeah,
So
that's
this is
that's
a
a
perfect
job?
marriage between. I know, right? That's what people
I
say
smell
when we're
cheese
streaming.
for my job.
that's a job.
Hey, there's
take a
like,
big
what's
whiff.
a sommelier but like a cheese smeller but for wines?
But at least a sommelier like
I mean,
drinks
sommelier-
it and
Also
I mean,
recommend.
the cheese smeller probably also
Yeah.
eats it sometimes.
Maybe.
Either
I
way,
don't
That's
wanna
not in the
tell
job
tales out of
description.
school.
I don't want to get distracted from the flavor of that cheese, which was absolutely incredible. That
Sure.
was so good.
so we are guessing what Mel guessed for you.
Yes,
And
as
are we
well as
giving-
providing your own score.
Okay, my own score is an easy 10 out of 10. That is
Oh yeah, and it is out of 10 in
So
increments
delicious.
of up to like 0.5s. So if you wanted to give something
that's a
0.5.
10. That's an easy 10.
Easy 10.
That's so good. That is like my favorite parts of cheese. I wouldn't want to make a grilled cheese out of that because it's hard, but I wouldn't want to pull a Gordon Ramsay and
You could,
embarrass
You
myself.
could
Yeah,
like over a
that would be really
really,
embarrassing.
Have you seen that? Him make a grilled cheese? It's bad.
Well, you just do it low and slow for like an hour and a half.
Hour and a
And
half.
then your heart
the-
is
It's
just
disintegrating.
The
by
bread
the
is
time.
just like
bread is just
gone.
ash by the time. Josh is excited to see you, Bree.
Oh. Hi, Josh. Is it somebody from our company?
It is. It is.
Josh 3.0?
Yeah. Or as he's called here,
J3.
Josh 3.0 underscore CTG.
All right, so
And
I
Bree
think.
gave that an 8.
Oh,
Oh, I
See?
yes.
or is that
Is
what
that
you
nice?
think that Mel thought? So we're guessing Mel's guess for your rating.
Yes.
I'm gonna-
Not Mel's rating.
I'm gonna say an 8 out of 10
Okay.
is my guess.
So which one is which?
I gave it an 8
Okay.
because I feel like there's always room for improvement.
Yeah, it's hard to start off.
It's hard-
something
it's
at a
hard to
10,
start
because
off
you
with a
set the
10.
That's
scale
fair.
at a
That's
10.
fair, but I know what I like.
So now everything is worse to Salem is the thing.
Unless
they're
there's
all
an,
10s.
unless there's another one in here that like manages to hit that delicious Sharpie cheddar.
Oh, also, if anyone has any questions specifically for Salem or Bree, feel free to plop them in there. We will answer them while eating cheeses. But you gave it an 8. And then you thought, Mel thought,
Yeah.
I gave it a 7.5. Mel, in fact, thought I gave it a 5.
Really?
Wow.
Mel thought
What did you actually give it?
I actually gave it a 7.
Oh.
It's a bit low for my taste. But
I like to start, fine at first. Also, it's very strong. Like it's a strong
what?
cheese.
I don't know. That I've had stronger.
Don't comment on it.
Can I get a toast with that?
Oh yes, I will take a toast as well.
Gross.
Well, that's bodes well for this one's reception. This is, of course, the Taleggio DOP, which I don't remember what that stands for, but it means that it was made in Italy officially.
All right, I'm gonna take a.
And it is produced in the Lombardy region. This Italian cheese with the orangey pink rind and blue-green mold is savory and yeasty with a buttery creaminess that makes this classic extremely versatile.
I do taste the yeast.
Luscious perfection. Yeah, it's a very yeasty cheese.
I don't like that description, yeasty, but I do know what you're talking about.
That's like what the guy pops up in the corner of the screen in
Oh, this is-
Kombat and goes, yeasty.
This is the best day of my job I think I've ever had. I'm giving that one a 9 out of 10.
Submit your ploppy boys. Yes, submit. If you've got the plops, plop the questions in the plopper.
Oh my gosh, that was so good.
Are you just eating more cheese?
No, I just had a grape.
Oh, okay. You're just like, oh.
I recognize that these are portioned for different people. I'm not going to steal somebody else's cheese.
At Bree, your most memorable part of working on Botsy. Betrayal of the Second Era.
memorable.
Most memorable.
When Salem lost the redesigned dungeon maps and had to frantically give new ones during late
I had
proofing.
to chastise Salem for losing the dungeon maps. No,
And you thought that was really memorable.
It was.
You took
I was
like a
panicking
photo.
the whole
I'm
time.
hanging this on my
Oh,
wall.
I was losing it.
there's lots of memorable parts of that process.
Yeah, it
Process.
developed over a very long time.
Yeah.
So it's
2
very
year-
memory filled.
Yes. I mean, it's hard to boil down into one memory because it was literally 2 years of my life.
Yeah, and you're very in on the game. Yes,
Maybe like watching the campaign go live and
Oh,
seeing
yeah.
it just go crazy.
That was fun.
Because I think that's the largest campaign I've ever been a part of.
Yeah,
But
you join us from Z-Man Games, right?
yes, I
That's where
used
you
to
were
work at
previous.
Z-Man Games with Asmodee and Fantasy
Yes.
Flight Games. But
But no longer.
no, no longer.
Yeah, that campaign launch was nuts. Do you think that the potential tariffs will impact the price point of your products? Possibly. We're trying for it not to. I know that much. It's hard to say. Who knows what's happening anywhere with anything on any of that. I'm going to give this giant piece to Salem, who loves this crazy. Also
Am I going to like
quite
this
large.
one? I love the shape of this. It feels very mousetrap.
What are our numbers on the last one?
Oh, yeah, the guess. I
So-
think Mel thought you gave that one a 5 out of 10.
Okay.
I say 6 because it seems like she was rating low, maybe.
Okay.
Oh, and so she tried to course correct?
So on B, she
Maybe.
thought I was going to give that a 7.
Oh.
And what did you give it?
An 8.
And you gave it a 9. I can see. I don't know if you announced that. So this next one is the extra-aged Mimolette, made in France or Holland. After aging 3 to 5 years, this French cheddar, in quotes, has a texture similar to Parmesan. Great as a snack or grated on pasta or vegetables.
It tastes
Great
just like
with
Parmesan.
Sauvignon Blanc or Cabernet.
Oh, that that
do-
Parmesan comparison,
I
yeah.
appreciate this call and response. I feel heard.
It tastes
Ooh.
just like Parmesan.
It does, yeah. It's got a little bit of
I
a
know.
like
I
a
like it a lot. It's very
a
strong.
little bit
but it's
more
quite
of
good.
a creamy aftertaste than Parmesan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love that.
I believe
That is
Josh ate a full
All right.
piece of that without thinking about it with easy cheese on it. And
Ew.
then commented
Oh,
about how much it
gross.
tasted like peanut butter.
Whoa.
We've got most satisfying graphic design problem to solve.
Most satisfying.
Yeah. What graphic design limbo sticks have you had to go on?
I mean, here at Chip Theory, they just love to give me problems to solve with their UI, UX stuff. I'd say the chips, the enemy chips, were
Yeah.
we were really stuck in limbo for a long time because there's so much information. And we got back a sample, and Josh was just like, "It's not working. We need to do something else."
And that was
So
very late too.
It was
Like,
very late
we
in
got
the game.
production sample, and
Yeah.
that's when we
Seen
realized we
those.
had to make a change
Yep.
because the art was just like
It was
is
so
getting lost.
small.
So I was hard sweating on a Friday afternoon trying to get them done, and I think they turned out like a lot better than what they were.
Oh yeah, they
before.
look so much better.
Yeah, so I think that was probably the most satisfying.
I keep eating this pear, wanting it to be better. It's not good.
Yeah, it's very average.
Maybe it'll ripen.
Tastes like sand,
Yep.
Ew.
As
as pears are known to do.
about 9 and 10 pears do.
Is it coarse and scratchy?
And it gets there.
It
It
gets
gets everywhere.
It's everywhere. We hate it. So what did you give the extra age to Mimolette?
I gave it an 8.5 out of 10. I like the consistency of the second cheese a little bit more. Like I like that sort of gooey kind of. But this one, very, very delicious. The Parmesan,
Yeah.
similarities. I think it would be incredible, like grated on pasta or something.
Yes,
That would be
I agree.
That would bring it to
No.
probably
I
a
will
9 or a
probably
10.
buy more of this.
But just as a block, delicious, but probably not my absolute go-to for just eating a block of cheese.
Yeah. So all these were bought at Surdyk's Wine and Cheese.
Surdyk's Wine and Cheese. Was that
A great
that's
local shop
Northeast
near me.
Minneapolis, right?
Northeast Minneapolis.
Northeast Minneapolis. It's great. It's
Not-
been there
not
for
a
a
chain,
long
very
time.
old,
It's
family owned.
a landmark.
Yeah. Don't tell me something bad about it. I like going there. What did you give it, Bree?
I give it a 9.5 because
nice.
I am a big Parmesan fan.
And it's a weird cheddar part.
Big fan of pasta, big fan of Parmesan. So
Let me see. Let me catch up on some. Oh, what did you guys think?
I said an 8.
I said a 9.
Salem gets a point.
Woo! And what did you actually give it?
I actually gave it a 6.
Wait, are we winning something
What?
if
Wait.
we win?
A 6?
I like it more now.
I like it more now.
You gave it a 6?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, we were grading on snackability is where I was getting.
I mean, I'd set
I don't
8.5 for
That was
snackability.
absolutely
If it
not a
was
snack to
if
me.
it was
That's a
shredded
top
on
one.
pasta, then it would go
I
up
would
to a
love
9 or a
that.
9.5.
100% would snack.
Yeah.
So, some questions. That piece of cheese reminds me of fromage. We do have a fromager as one of our cheeses.
Spoilers.
I
I know, we're like a-
reading it for
yeah,
hours.
yeah.
Is it time for nachos yet? Maybe soon.
We've got this.
I mean, this stuff on nachos would be
Not
mostly
good.
rancid.
Yeah.
Not
Parms
good.
on nachos would be quite bad. What are the chances of getting a Cheesemancer class it could master by using 4 cheeses related items in one game day? I mean, I don't know. That's what I can say. You're not the first person to ask this question. Is what I will say about that. Is the answer something I wanted to hear? Maybe not, but the question has been asked. I can say the enemy chips are real nice. Well done.
Hey.
Good job, Bree. Check out the Dragons of Etchinstone cards because Bree did those and they look wonderful. And Federico did the art and it looks
Wonderful.
sick. Look at those dragons; they're awesome. Let me see. I get the feeling this stream is kind of a rap party for Botsy.
Yeah, honestly,
This
I-
is
yeah.
this is a
it's like the
I
fact that
guess
we
it
got to
is,
release
yeah.
the game on this day, like, you know,
for base Botsy certainly.
it is just
There
sort
is
of
a
like
lot
a,
more.
oh my gosh, we
I
did.
mean-
The game is out. Like, that is exciting.
Yeah, it is out today
Yeah.
on our website.
We have
Linked over by
definitely
Bree's head.
celebrated before this, though.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Like when we celebrated when we were done, like
Yeah, when we
working
sent it
on
off
it,
to
we
the
sent it to the
production.
printer. Yeah, so
Yeah.
That's a nice thing that we do as a company as well, I will say.
I
Another
slept
thing
easy.
that's good about this company is we celebrate the successes of our team and we celebrate finishing up games, which is very neat. I have an amazing game I think Chip Theory should help me produce. Is there a route I should take to try to get it in front of the right folks? I don't know the exact answer to that, but yeah, probably.
I mean, I think
I don't remember
yeah, like
the
I
exact route. Josh looks at game design sometimes.
yeah, I think probably I don't want to just add more.
Submit a support.
Yeah, I was like,
Submit
submit
a-
a support ticket.
yeah.
I don't want to add more work
So-
to support, but they'll make sure it gets to the right
Go
person.
to chip3games.com/support, I believe, and there you can find a support ticket link. Submit a support ticket. It will take a while. We are backlogged right now, and we're training a new person, I believe, but we are not there yet. So be patient, but that's the way to do it. Or you can come to our booth at a convention if you have a prototype on you, and Josh may take a look at it. I don't know. If it's Gen Con, he's usually busy, though, so that's not a good one. And that's usually the one he's at.
Yeah, he's a busy boy.
Do the support ticket.
Corner
Don't do this.
Josh, and he's too nice to turn you down.
This is true.
How is it cheesing? It's cheesing.
She's real good.
Do you have a favorite enemy chip? I think mine is the Scamps.
The Scamps are pretty cool.
Because I love their little pants, which aren't really visible in the artwork. They're visible in the big piece of art in the book.
So there's multiple ways to answer that question, because there's like, what's the favorite art? What's the favorite mechanics as a player? And what's the favorite mechanics as a designer? And I think probably that last one is probably the Breton Usurper.
Is that the Siphoner?
No. Although I do love the
like the
Breton Archmage, and the Nord Pyromancer. Nord Pyromancer is probably my favorite.
Yeah.
But the Breton Usurper has Colossal and Stalwart, and that's very funny to me.
Yeah. I like the Lich a lot.
Oh yeah, the Lich, yeah. I also think the Skeleton Mage is hilariously nasty.
I was just thinking about that one.
Yeah.
But it's hard to choose because Federico did such a great
they're
job.
all so good.
on
The skeleton does have so much character for a skeleton. Like a thing that inherently has no personality because it's a skeleton.
And he's just like,
it's got such life, man. Federico did such a good job on those enemies. Siphon is probably the coolest ability from a player's perspective, the way you can use it to drain enemy troops. I like it in all perspectives. I like having to deal with it. I'm back like a vertebra. Good job, Dave. I want to do a really easy difficulty mod. You just do necromancy. All necromancy enemies have to be the last enemy you kill.
That'd be pretty funny.
You're welcome, Dave. I got your back. Or your vertebra. Okay, so what cheese were we on?
We're on
D.
D.
Did we
Delta.
answer? You got a point. Yes.
Yes,
okay.
I got a point.
Yes.
So D,
One.
Delta. D, you can grab yourselves whichever you would like. This is, of course, the cheese from the video. So you're eating a celebrity right now.
Oh, wow.
Which is the goat cheese that has been soaked in red wine. It's called the Drunken Goat. You should have notes of goat and wine.
Eating your drinks. That's incredible. Ooh. This is the rum ham of cheeses.
We gotta figure out how to eat
cheese.
a margarita.
The margarita goat cheese. Are there going to be new enemy skills in the fall campaign outside of native? I don't think there are. But who knows?
So I'll say no. However, one of our perspective ideas for the thing that like the modifiers thing that I know Gilly has sort of alluded to. One of our ideas for how that will change the game is changing up the native skills even further. So hopefully that'll like kind of inject a bit more uniqueness with the region. So like you could be playing Black Marsh. Like I've played Black Marsh dozens of times. And then all of us region expansions. We don't have any nothing planned for that specific type of thing. But again, I would not rule it out completely for future stuff, especially if we have future stuff that's more like isolated. Like we've expressed an idea of potential like micro regions or one shots or things like that, in which case if it'll come with its own self-contained material, that stuff might include things like that. But again, nothing planned.
Fishing mini game.
Expansion. Fishing mini game. House expansion.
House expansions.
It's just the trove chest you build through.
We give
I
you
got
wood.
A pitch for the house.
Some glue.
Okay.
Okay.
So
All right.
What did
Rating.
y'all give the Drunken Goat? One shot's confirmed. We love clues.
Come on, Sean. I didn't say that.
I see though it's been confirmed, so I don't know. Can you give a one-word clue describing what you're excited to be working on expansion-wise right now?
Gosh. Oh, that's a good question. I don't want to... The things I immediately think could give it away, and I don't want to do that. No. Yeah, because I don't want to give anything, make it too obvious by saying some things, and I also don't want to say something else to give the wrong impression of what I'm alluding to. I'm not good enough at giving teases, so.
Something I've worked on that will be coming out is vaguely related to something in this stream, within this stream somewhere.
Yeah, there's been a clue
We've been dropping
hidden
hints left
deep
and
within
right.
this stream somewhere.
Go back to when Josh Carlson was on the stream. There was a letter tucked into the brim of his hat. That is the 13th letter of your clue. Okay, can you give a one-word call out? I'm late, so this may have been answered, but any thought put into a fast play mode or something similar? I do know we're doing like a convention kind of mode that's just for conventions.
It's like for demos.
Yeah, it's like a half-length mission, but I don't think we have anything confirmed for fast play mode.
Yeah,
Yeah,
correct.
game plays fast once you know it, I'll say, for the most part. Some of the quests take a long time, but is there any news on the riddle that allegedly doesn't exist for Botsy? We can't tell you something until you found it.
Oh no!
You just gotta rip the bottom
my
of your
gosh.
boxes out.
False bottom.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, there's no riddle. New classes coming. Not that we really need them. Yes.
Yes, new classes indeed.
Confirmed.
Confirmed.
Maybe sooner than you think.
Oh my gosh.
As Gilly would say. 20 strong smelling cheeses. Good. I like it. Good job.
I haven't individually smelled each cheese, and we don't have 20 of them here.
I did try really hard to get us to do scratch and sniff for the cheese pack.
Oh,
I
that
do
is
remember,
so
yeah.
good. Scratch and sniff PVC.
Scratch and sniff
Terrible to me.
PVC.
Clues hidden inside of the PVC cards. You just have to take
have
an
to split 'em
X-Acto knife
open, yeah.
and really
Yep.
don't do that.
There's actually, there's a hidden cross section in the middle of each. So if you just slice each card in half and then you stack them together, it forms like a picture. No,
Yeah,
don't do that.
it's actually like the lemon juice thing. So if you pour lemon juice on the PVC cards and put them in the oven,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
reveals the clue. Don't do that either. Don't do any of
Oh
this.
gosh.
Shannon has said I'm banned from live streams for lying. I have been lying about all of the clues. There's no riddle in this game.
Is that a national treasure joke?
I mean,
Yes.
yeah.
I mean, it's a
Dude,
thing
I
that
like it's a-
existed
yeah.
before National Treasure.
Yep.
But, okay, so I'm completely lost. We were doing the Drunken Goat.
Yep, we've got to the.
You gave it a 7 out of 10.
I gave it a 7 out of 10. It was good. I really enjoyed it, but it's not one I would routinely revisit.
Yeah.
Correct. Support will not take your request if you put your PVC cards in the oven. Listen to Shannon. What did you give the Drunken Goat?
I give it a 7.5. I really like goat cheese, but I'm usually more of like a fruit goat cheese.
I also gave it a 7.5. But But that's not the question. What do you think Mel thought?
I guess 6.
I guess 7.
She thought I gave it a 6.
Oh. I had 6
Tell me it's
written
a point.
down and then I crossed it off.
Should have just cheated.
I was
Should have just copied me.
cheated.
Just cheated.
Yep.
So
Just
copying
cheated.
you is cheating. You can't win that way. You're 2 points ahead.
I went to art school, okay? Like,
I can't count.
I can't think about stuff. I can't count.
All right.
On to the next cheese.
On to the next cheese. So,
This is a blue
I'm
cheese.
not looking forward to this one.
well, you can grab.
Those are big pieces.
Yeah,
for
why,
blue cheese.
one's a
why'd
little
you
less
cut
veiny.
them so large?
Yeah, Amanda.
Yeah, Amanda.
Okay. I mean, I like blue cheese, but this is again just a.
Just take a nibble.
I know that's what I'm gonna have to
Here's the
do.
thing, Amanda
Ooh.
snacked.
All right,
that
I do really
cheese
like that smell.
Like y'all snack these cheeses, so like that is why Amanda cut those that size. Do you want a cracker to accompany this help to me?
Yes,
Do you want
please.
a wafer?
No, I'll take another toast.
A toast.
These
Well,
are
would you like
cute.
one? No. That's quite the face.
No.
Okay.
I gotta smush it.
Eh.
Blue cheese. It's me from Blue Cheese.
Oh my gosh,
It's
blue
not
cheese
the most
isn't-
intense blue cheese I've had.
Are there any
I know.
napkins?
I bought that one specifically for. You got this thing
I got
on
a
right
cup.
here. That's great at that.
Yeah.
You got excess Post-it notes?
I'll just wipe it off my pants
Here.
like an
Can
adult, I
lick your
guess.
fingers a lot?
Take this neoprene.
Oh,
Yeah, we can wash it
Yeah,
off.
we can wash it. Put it in the pool.
Will somebody?
Ooh. Okay. That was good.
Gambler class based on rolling d6s would be a fun idea. I do like that idea. They charge 20% royalties, by the way. Don't worry, we wouldn't call it the gambler class. We'd call it the dice chucker or something. Royalties avoided. But also these things all have to coincide with Elder Scrolls, and I don't know if there's gambling class in Elder Scrolls.
I don't think so. I
don't
will
think
say,
there's a focus
I
on
will
that
say
aspect of the game.
there is one class that does utilize a unique, like, they like at the. I'll just say this much. I don't want to reveal anything too crazy, but there is a class that does roll a d6 frequently and triggers things based on that.
Ooh,
Just put that out.
That's a.
I just put that out there.
There's something. That's, oh, nothing does that currently. We must put a box through an MRI machine so we can see every layer. That's the only solution. Go to your local hospital, ask if they can X-ray your box with everything in it. There might be something inside the chip trays that's invisible.
Don't you need to
Scrolls
not have,
Legacy
like,
game.
metal in an MRI? Doesn't it like magnetize?
Don't worry about
That-
it. That's probably fine.
Yeah, the MRIs are basically
X-ray,
big
yeah.
magnets.
Get an X-ray, not
Yeah.
an MRI.
Yeah, but it's magnets on all the sides, which means it's probably fine.
I don't know about that.
I gave that cheese a 7.5.
Someone said, "We must." Nice, you guys have a pool. Carter says, "I wish we had a pool."
I wish we had a pool.
Yeah,
We wouldn't use the
it.
pool, yeah.
It's like 35 degrees.
We had a-
No,
outside,
we
put
right?
had
it
like a-
inside.
We had an unlimited
Oh,
subscription
yes.
to the go-karts
Agreed.
next
I mean,
door,
we
and we used
have
them
a
like
pool
5 times.
table.
I mean,
We
so
don't use the
sad.
pool table either.
What about that enemy chip with the riddle clue behind the sticker? Was that just mine? Yeah.
Oh, that's really good. Oh, that's really funny.
That doesn't exist. Do not peel the stickers.
It
off
was.
your chip.
I'll just say this much. It was one of the ones we mentioned.
None of
This
these
is
are
bad.
true. There's no riddle to face your game. We won't replace it. Let me see. What about the... Okay. So, Thief. Rolling dice to mimic the enemy's steal skill. Warning, CTG will not replace your MRI machines.
Yeah, it's true.
Quote from Shannon, probably.
We just get a message from the Mayo Clinic like, "Hey, sorry to bother you, but."
I mean, if the hospital was okay with you putting that in an MRI
It's on
machine,
them
I
at
don't
this
think they're
point.
going to bother suing us. But yes, we will not be held liable. Certainly not. Forget the hospital, just go to customs. Hot tub. Yes, hot tub is what I would like. Yes.
I can
Get
still
one of
work
those.
at a hot
Then we
tub.
can put it outside. Yeah, we'll
Still
have a
work
little,
I
at a
couldn't
hot
work at a
tub.
pool.
floating desk.
Yeah,
How long could you work in a hot tub? You
about
just
an
pass
hour,
out.
just an hour or so. 30
so-
minutes, but it'd still be nice.
So y'all had some strong reactions to the blue cheese. Which
I liked
of course
it.
is why we're here. Is cheese.
I like blue cheese.
Available
Again, it
now
just-
on our website.
I don't
or
like
by
the
Breeze
look of
Head.
it. That's why I like crumbled blue cheese. Crumbled blue cheese is easier for me to get behind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean you could crumble that.
I did. Well, I mean, I kind of did when I smushed it on my toast, and
what
it
did you
was
think of it?
delicious. It was 7.5.
That's pretty good.
That's
It's a
pretty good.
2.
2.
A 2
Wow.
for me.
Ouch.
Sorry.
I mean, that's fair. I understand. Not everyone likes blue cheese.
No, blue cheese says I like you too.
I like it.
That's so nice.
We won't take away your copy of Elder Scrolls.
Yet.
Yet. You're on thin ice.
Thanks, mister. Okay, so you 7.5 and a 2. Cool. What do you? I gave that one a 4.5 for real. What do you think Mel
I
thought
said a
gave?
6.
Mel said 3.
I might be way off, but
Mel thought I gave that an 8.
I was closer.
What?
Mel's ratings.
How
are
did she give
all-
a 5 to
I would
A?
love to. Just,
I know, right? Like,
I would love to just compare all of them across Mel for the future because she gave me some wild scores. Okay, on to
F.
our next one.
This
here.
one looks lovely.
Yeah, cheese F.
This looks like something I've seen in our
Oh, is this
employee
wait, is
fridge.
this the Baby Bell?
It's a white cheddar Baby Bell.
I said this looks
sourced
lovely.
from the fridge in the kitchen. This Baby Bell comes in a little wax circle that you can peel with a little tab on it, and you can feel like a giant by eating dozens of them at once. White cheddar Baby Bells, get yours in our fridge.
Come to Chip Theory Games in Minnesota.
If you make a trip to our office, I will say hello and give you a Baby Bell cheese.
So I'll say one thing. My rating, I mean, it's based on the cheese that's been put in front of me. Notably absent is the wax, which that's part of the fun. I like mushing the
Sam
wax.
does like to eat the wax.
I eat the wax, yeah.
All over his desk, just like crumbs of wax.
Well, no, just holes. Sam
Uh,
didn't even know there was a peel on them.
yeah. 5 out of 10. It's
Okay.
it's not unpleasurable, but it's just fine. It's just like okay, you know, like
That's
very
right in the dictionary. Unpleasurable.
it just doesn't have much flavor. It's not bad flavor. It just doesn't have much of it. So that's my opinion. Not the worst as far as like if you have, you know, you're just wanting a snack and so you just open it up and you eat it. It's fine, but
Yeah, you get to see The Office and a free Baby Bell. That's like a $1 value, maybe.
Yeah. I'll give you a sweet high five too.
all right.
Maybe. if
I
I'm in.
think though Mel said you gave this a 10 out of 10. I think she views your cheese tastes as very I was gonna, childlike, I suppose.
Wow.
I'm
She
gonna,
already
But
saw how highly
childlike
I rated the
wouldn't
goo.
give an 8 to.
oh, that's true. That's a good
cheese.
point. Never mind. That completely undercuts my argument.
She's just
Have
chaotic.
some more sparkling white grape
Yes.
juice.
Yes,
Yes. Monfrere.
Thank you. Monfrere.
getting crunk
Yeah, on this
on a
white
cheese
grape
live
juice.
stream.
I mean, I'm living for the all of the laughter from our tech crew over there.
Yeah, we're the cheese gallery today.
The cheese gallery.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I
Down
still
from
stand
being
by
the
my 10 out
peanut
of 10.
gallery.
Yes.
What are your scores over there?
I give it a 6. I
Okay.
feel like a 5 is when you're completely neutral about it, and I feel like it was slightly pleasurable.
See, I gave it an 8.
Yeah.
I think it's quite a better work cheese than other work cheeses that we have. in the work cheese.
I might end up agreeing with that.
It would be fun if you guys added duplicate enemy chips so we could face multiples of the same enemy, or both sides of the same chip. at
Multiple
one time.
mud crabs.
Oh yeah, just all mud
Multiple
crabs.
All mud crabs.
Yep, and we'll make
Yeah.
them level 5s, 10s, and 20s as well, but we'll just scale up their
Just
their
buy
stats.
multiple copies of-
I know. I was
Buy
just gonna say.
buy the
You
game,
got it
yeah.
right
The
here.
Rat
Just buy 2
Pack.
copies.
Just my
I mean,
I-
that's also how you can play the game 8-player.
You just have like
Now, I do just want to sort of like
$300 lying around.
part
Yeah.
of the reason why they're all unique is because we just absolutely love how many
Yeah.
dynamic and unique enemy types there are in the game.
I know,
So
just
that's
have
it's
to
sort of
fix
it's very much so like we just love the just absolute insane variety that is available to us, which is why there aren't really any duplicates in the way that there might be in like some of our other titles.
Yeah. But who knows? Who knows what'll come?
But yeah, who knows?
Higher level enemies should have bigger chips. Have you ever thought about that?
Ooh, like the coasters, like our.
I
our coaster
actually
Cheerios?
recommended doing big chips once.
Yeah. Let's do the Oreo double stuffs of. our enemies.
Oh, that way. I was thinking like bigger circles, and I'm like, how's that going to fit?
Taller.
We
wider,
have our. We use
Yeah.
that.
heavier.
We use those hexes on the wall as our hex mat. So
Yeah, that's true. I don't
you
think.
Use
can't
it-
not pictured.
I don't think those
Can't
have
see it.
ever been shown on camera. So it's just a useless thing to compare. All right. Just buy 2 games, correct? Yes. So that was that cheese. On to G.
G. Oh, this one looks like it.
Oh, Sorry. we
Oh
have to
yeah,
compare.
what did
No.
What did Mel say?
So I gave it. I already
You
said.
get 8 and then
Yes.
10.
Yeah, Mel said 10. Yeah, Mel has a low opinion
Oh.
of my cheese taste.
Oh my.
Granted, I gave it an 8.
Yeah, like she wasn't far off, but oh
Wow.
my gosh, an actual 10. Yes. That is so funny. All right, well we're on to G then.
On G.
May I have a toast?
Yes.
I'm loving these toast crackers, by the way. We should get more of these for the office.
Can I have a toast too? This smells like brie.
A toast to what?
Oh,
Ray?
this is definitely the goo.
And while
The
they're
goo.
eating that goo,
The gooey
the goo
boys.
stuff.
why not pick up your own copy of goo? 20 strong goos. Cheese goos, that is. Over at the link by Bree's Head or in a link below. There is a link to purchase it. It is chiptheorygames.com/store. 20 cheeses in a pack, $10. Discounted shipping if that's the only thing you're buying.
Yep. It needs
But if you actually want to play with those cheeses, make sure to pick up the game, which is available now worldwide, everywhere. Everywhere you can order from our website. And the cheeses will fit right in there.
Okay.
This one has a good Brie quote. This smells like Brie. I need to have a Cribs stream of the CTG building someday.
MTV Cribs.
MTV Cribs.
And CTG
We do like our
Cribs.
dated callbacks, so.
Yeah. Each office is decked out with some mega speakers
Official release
and
today.
some crazy lights.
Not actually a joke. That is an actual official release today. So if you buy the game now, it will ship now. Unless you buy it with the cheese, then it will ship soon. So cheese will ship soon. So what did you think of G, which was, of course, our Fromager d'Afognes, which is based on the board game Fromage.
It's based off of it, yeah.
Yeah.
What did you think?
You have
I
this
thought it was a
cheese
7. I wouldn't snack on it as is. I think it'd be a really good cheese to like bake
It's
with.
good slurping cheese because it's so gooey. Yeah, you just form it into noodles.
Gross. Ick.
You can form it into noodles and grate that on top.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Just don't
Gross.
boil the noodles. That'll ruin them.
So when I was first trying it on the toast, I had a low opinion of it. I was probably like 4.
Sure.
But then when I switched it over to the apple, then it bumped up to a 6.5. And that's honestly true for those types of cheeses. Like, they're never really ones I enjoy on their own, but they complement something sweet pretty well. So
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
apples, for
Yeah.
example. But still, it's not my favorite. I love like a good sandwich that has it on it, but still as just its own thing. Good, good, pretty good. Not my go-to though.
What about you, Brie?
I said 7.
7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you thought,
I guessed 5 out of 10.
okay.
7?
Okay.
7 and 7?
This was G. Mel thought I would think that was an 8.
Oh. And what'd you actually say of it?
An 8.5.
Oh.
Got
I
close.
like my gooey cheeses. Will future region expansions have the same general components as Valenwood? That doesn't get better the more you eat it. Just
I know it doesn't.
will future region expansions have the same general components as Valenwood, i.e., 3 classes, 3 skill lines, etc.?
They won't be 1-to-1. I believe that is the intention.
There was some
I can't say
special
anything
like
official,
cards
but-
in Valenwood.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
only
So
have
like
the
Valen,
forest
because
boards.
Valenwood came with 3 classes, 3 skill lines, something like 7 items, 8 items, and then it also had the 3 unique crux tokens for one of the classes, so a unique class component. It also had extra cards to make use of the Forest Blight.
Yeah, there was
Deck.
special delve.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I think that's reasonable. Like, it won't be like all of them are going to have those exact array, and there might be certain things that we want to put in, but maybe can't justify unless we hit like a stretch goal or something. So I don't know. I can't 100% say with certainty what we can do just from the get-go and what might be more possible depending on how the campaign does. So
Yeah.
If you have more questions about that, check out last week's stream where Gilly was on the start of it kind of answering random test questions.
well, I was there too.
Also said,
Yeah. Salem was in last week's stream. If
It
you'd
was
like to
last
see
week.
some
Barely
professional
remember.
mode playing, or expert mode? I forget what the mode's
Expert
called.
mode.
Expert mode.
Well, because like the
playing.
5
Play it
difficulties
expert
from
mode.
Elder Scrolls are represented. Novice and Master are on the class sides, and then the 3 are the difficulty levels.
So it is very, 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 very funny when Cheese Salem switches to Business Salem with the floppy ears.
Oh my gosh. It's amazing. Yes, that's my favorite comment.
So 3 region expansions coming means, at the very least, a ton of new classes and skill lines. Exciting.
Honestly, it's like a Jekyll and Hyde.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you
transform.
should paint like
Transform.
half of your face.
Oh, yeah, and I
differently,
just- I
and
just
you
go like
like
this,
and
this.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't hold us to that. You know, each region's going to be their own thing, but
Yeah.
probably close. So
Yeah,
I'm going to eventually need a Botsy Trove chest. Eventually. There is a lot coming down the pipeline, and there's already so very much.
Yeah.
There have been comments that the different neoprene pieces are not exciting. How about How about adding thin transparencies that could be overlaid on the tiles to add thematic stuff? That,
Sounds like upper management
Sounds like
question.
upper management
Sounds like an
question.
upper management question.
I will say, as a person, I like that the tiles have different art, but the moment that I'm actually playing the game, that they could be white paper rectangle, like white paper hexes, because it does nothing there for
There's
me.
nothing stopping
I'm
you
just
from
doing
that.
game mechanics. Yeah, get yourself some, I believe it's polypropylene. Is that the one? I forget. I used it in some art project I did before, a comic, where you can print on plastic. You can do it. I don't know if we'll ever do it.
To answer that question seriously, though, I would, especially during the campaign, too. Like, we absolutely read the comments during the campaign. The whole reason there's even one in Valenwood was because that was something people were excited and asked about.
Yeah.
The whole reason it's double-sided, because originally it was just always going to be the standard one, and then people were like, oh, we would love one that has like snow for Skyrim, and then we would love one that represents different biomes, and because of that feedback, that's why they ended up in it. So I would probably say more so than asking it anywhere else, honestly, for something like that specifically. I think the campaign actually would be the best place to voice that.
Yeah. Make your voice heard on the campaign. That is where we hear the most voices and listen. Are the fall campaign expansions going to be one big expansion or a set of 3-ish smaller expansions? I believe the plan is to have it be more segmented.
Yeah, I don't know if we've
but again,
100%
we have not
confirmed
settled
that,
on
but I
anything.
believe that's the current plan, so that they go in the same line of Valenwood, where it's like the individual boxes.
But again, nothing set in stone there.
That's also, not a decision the 3 of us would ever make.
No. I declare that it's going to be 3 regions we've never even heard of.
Yeah, it's going to be
Once
We're
again-
going-
August set
Yeah.
somewhere,
One's gonna be
and
We're going to the
um,
different Daedric planes.
hammer pickup.
that's actually, that's like a thing, though, that
Yeah.
we're just giving joke answers.
Yeah.
That could genuinely get someone excited.
I think it'd be pretty fun.
I would.
I'll pitch hammer smell.
Hammer
Hammer
Smell,
Get in
August
there,
set,
scratch
and
it.
somewhere.
Boo.
Those are the new region expansions.
Boo.
And then hammer. Well,
Well.
are more damage skill lines coming down the line?
Yes.
I think we can pretty confidently say yes. Yes. And more magic, probably. Who knows?
Lightning bolt.
If the transparencies would be possible, that would be a great solution, I think. It would be cool. I don't know how we would do it. So
I also don't know how, because we've got our manufacturers and everything. again, not a question I know the answer to realistically, but like just more things to consider is like what's something that we could also have our manufacturers do that we would think is both like reasonable price-wise and looks good.
Yep.
I don't think we've ever done that with our manufacturer and anything like that. So that would be a new thing we'd have to figure out how to do. So there are a lot of factors that go into what we can and can't offer.
Yeah.
Again, none of the three of us are in a position to make that call or decision.
But jokes aside, Portal to New Vegas, how'd you guess correctly? That would be awesome. I would love that, but it's absolutely not a thing.
Yes.
Fallout would be such a fun like theme
I
for
know,
me.
I absolutely
so
love
bad.
how like the
It would be so much fun. doing graphic
juxtaposition
design.
between like when Gilly was on here being like, yeah,
I
no,
hate
you know, and then like
Gilly doesn't
we
know
come
what
up and
it
be like,
is.
oh yeah, that'd be great to do a Fallout
That
game.
would be fun. Crawl out from the fall.
The stance, though, of how willing and excited are we to want to dive into another mega big IP game, that's valid, though. I think that's universally shared across all of us, where it's like, ow, that would be a lot.
This game's been,
Especially because
Like,
we have
Elder
so much
Scrolls
to
has
still do
been-
for this game.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was like 4 years from
Yeah.
like start to finish on Elder Scrolls.
IPs
so-
just make everything take 2 times longer. Not that Bethesda was necessarily like.
No, it's just the, yeah, it's just,
It's
That's just the
they
nature of
weren't
it.
Yep.
better or worse than any other IPs. They were just it just takes a lot longer to
because
get
yeah, I
anything
mean, you have to
approved.
manage their schedules as well, you know, so like, even if everything goes super smoothly, there's still just the fact that you're now doubling the amount of people's schedules you have to organize in order to set meetings and things like that. So.
Yep.
They have to protect their IP.
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Let me see here. What board games are you currently playing on your own time? I just played Townsfolk Tussle. It was pretty good. New expansion on that one. But Nova Era is a game from CMON that I like quite a bit that just came out. It's like $35.
For me, I haven't played it recently because I played it when I went to go visit Shannon up in Canada. But we played Unsettled, which is great.
Yeah.
Big fan of that game. That game's a lot of fun.
Anything?
I played Mysterium because
Yeah.
it
Mysterium's
is
good.
easy to play with my family.
That's very
and
big
my
selling point.
family members who are not board gamers. So
I've also, in prep for the upcoming campaign, been playing a lot of Dragons of Etchinstone to make a rules video on it, and it's real good. I'm not a big solo guy in general, but this one is so quick and out of the palm of your hand. Also, I just backed Pond, which is a cute game
the
with
frog
frogs.
one, yeah.
That looks like a simplified route, so maybe a route I can actually play with my friends. I know I'm asking a lot of questions. Go for it.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
fine.
No, we love it.
Answering it. This is a casual stream. I wouldn't want to lose the nice soft matte feel for a plastic cover, though. That's another thing too. Is like I don't even know how you would. That's the thing. It would be so much because just
Slippy.
moving stuff around, you'd be moving the cover around. Like I think it would be a worse play experience. Is my only initial thought. I'm telling you, Fallout New Plymouth.
Yeah, I saw that earlier in the chat. That would be fun.
Could visit Plymouth
All
Rock,
of
which has somehow landed here.
Like
all of
Plymouth,
landmarks of
Minnesota's
Plymouth.
unique landmarks. There's the remains of the. Actually, I don't even know if that's in Plymouth. The Pancake House.
No,
think
I
it
Or is
think
that in
that's
Wayzata?
I think that's in Wayzata.
Okay, never mind.
It would be Fallout Minneapolis. 'Cause then you could go to the
Boo.
Cherry Spoon.
They could shorten
That
the
would be
distance. You
pretty
could go to the
fun.
Mall of America.
Mall of America
Yes.
would be
Yeah.
fun.
Mall of
Like
America would be
It's like a
cool,
whole
like,
mini world.
raider
imagine
thing.
that
Yeah.
zombies are just coming after you in there.
Dice Throne basically announced they were done with IPs. I get it. It's a lot of work. And it does cost money. What's up with the next iteration of TMB? Me no know.
You know.
Something. Would you work with Nintendo on something Zelda? I think Gilly would end people's lives to work on Zelda.
That would be so fun.
But I think Nintendo's kind of hard to work with. I
Do
don't
they
know.
have other? Do
I
they
have
have
no
board
idea.
games?
I know
And
that's the
they've
thing.
got-
I don't.
There's like
I think there's like
there's-
Monopoly things,
and there's
but
Pokemon Labyrinth.
Mario the Gathering,
Mario the
Chess.
Gathering.
Yeah, there's Mario Chess.
Mario the Gathering.
They worked with they worked with the license
Come on,
holders of
Magic.
chess.
Hear me out.
Yeah, but I think they just I think they just want to do reskins. I don't think they want to do like
Animal
mechanically unique
Crossing
games.
Legacy game.
Ooh.
Think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Your people leave your town forever.
You have
Burn
to
that
rip
card.
those cards
you
up.
don't
and then
want
when-
the
And then when
villagers.
that villager leaves, you put that PVC card in the oven covered in lemon juice. Never do that. Let's see. Or Square Enix and Dragon Quest. Again, I don't think we're super looking forward to more IP stuff at the moment.
Yeah,
But
yeah. And if it
those are
were,
all
it would
good
be
ones,
like
you
the
know.
ones we would have to be pretty internally excited to. I'm not saying we wouldn't be excited for any of those things, but like, it is one of those things where unless we got like everybody was saying, oh, this specific IP,
yeah.
then if we weren't excited, maybe we would still want to do it. But like IPs, because they do take a lot of that extra work and effort and time, all of that stuff, especially because we have so many exciting original stuff we want to do too. So
I would say like I think 20 strong is easier
20
to do
strong,
IP stuff
I
with.
think it's probably going to be like we're doing the Nemesis deck, for example, too. Obviously, it wouldn't make sense for us to make a board game version of Nemesis because that already exists. But 20 strong, though, is a great, smaller design space that we can really still, so I think it's totally reasonable to think, oh, maybe we
And
do.
2 as of yet unnamed other games from Awakened Realms. Maybe, Nemesis Lockdown or Nemesis Other One. It
God.
would be very funny. It's just a bunch of
3
Nemesis
Nemesis decks.
It's not that.
No, they are other games.
Okay. You guys ever try Too Many Bones?
Too Many Bones?
What?
What?
What is that? Is that a pirate game?
Sounds like there's too many bones in it. Sounds like
I've
it would be
never
about-
played Too Many Bones in my whole
Sounds like there's
life.
too many skeletons.
See, I'd actually believe that.
I know. I would believe that too.
I've played it.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I've definitely played Too Many Bones. It's a good one.
Though I have not played Unbreakable, even though I did make that one.
Redesigned, arted, and released Unbreakable on her own.
All without
Uh,
playing it.
No, I like Too Many Bones a lot. My favorite might be Riffle, honestly, which you can pick up now in the store.
Oh, Riffle's
But,
available?
I guess.
Yeah, they're
that's what I've heard.
In concept, I like Carcass.
I
Because
like
I've not
Carcass in
played
concept a
him.
lot. Yeah.
And he's
I
got
like
a
the
sick
cookbook.
recipe book.
Yeah, it comes with a cookbook.
Comes with a cookbook. Has a die with like a hamburger on it, so
Yeah.
that's awesome. But Riffle's my person because they can do it all, you know.
They're pretty
And they
great.
play a dumb little deck building game too.
Mm-hmm.
I've been playing Root and Expeditions. Root is very good. I've not played Expeditions, so I have no comment. Andrew, awesome job on the test rules videos. Thank you very much. And Salem is, of course, reaching over to the next cheese in our lineup, which is
I've been eyeing it for a long time.
The
I haven't
Figo cheddar cheese stick sourced from the southern portion of our fridge in the kitchen. You can noted for its plastic skin and fun character.
See, I
on
think
it.
you're referring about the actual plastic wrapping, but as I was eating that, I'm like, it does
It
kind of
does-
have
it
a bit of
kind
a
of has
waxy
a
skin.
film.
Yeah,
It's been out for a while.
it's been out for a little too long. Yep. I think that's another 5. Would eat when hungry.
More unique neoprene as a separate add-on would probably be easy purchase for me personally. I could see that. I think people would like that. Somebody has added you with Stardew Valley, the board game, Bree. Have you played this?
I actually have bought it, but I have yet to play it.
The setup looks like
I've been
lot.
trying to get people in the office to come and play it with me.
Oh, she's throwing us under the bus.
Yeah,
I would
Carter.
play it.
Come to
I
my
would
house.
play it.
Play Stardew Valley.
What is this voice? Some Stardew Valley voice? More original stuff. Correct.
As long as I get to be Mayor Lewis.
Oh, ugh.
Oh.
Gross.
What, you gotta go find your missing purple shorts?
I want to be the guy who runs the grocery store.
Oh,
I wanna be the
Lewis? Or not
villain.
Lewis, that's the mayor.
Yeah.
Pierre.
Um,
Or the JoJo Mart guy.
I want to be
Jojo
Krobus.
Mart. I want to be the villain.
I mean, Pierre
Yeah,
is
you
also.
wanna- Yep. It is a fridge snack.
I said 6 for the same reasoning as the Baby Bell. Not
6.
not neutral. It's slightly enjoyable.
And then what do we think?
I guess 9. Yeah, I got 10 out of 10 right on the
I
Baby
guess
Bell.
8.
I'm like, I gotta go big on this one.
And this was H. Mel said I would give that a 4.
What?
Yeah.
Unacceptable.
I
Mel-
need to talk
Mel's
to
great.
Melanie
Yeah, I know,
after
right?
this one. Melanie.
So unpredictable. I actually gave it a 5. It's very middle of the road cheese. And finally,
But not finally, we have 2 more.
our penultimate cheese is, of course, the Windmer's Brick. Cheddar, a white cheddar made using a brick. I don't really know what that means.
100% authentic brick.
100% authentic brick ground up into the cheese itself. What about companion apps for CTG titles? I make dramatized readings of TMB encounters. I don't know where the interest to cost ratio lies on that endeavor, but I do have a background in audio drama, so I do like that stuff. I won't say never, but there's nothing in the pipeline. Burn cycle 20 strong when?
I mean,
Sometime, hopefully.
Salem's foaming at the mouth.
yeah. I'd love
I do
to.
like burn cycle. As a cook, Carcass is my favorite. That's a good reason to like Carcass. You get a cookbook right with Carcass.
Has anybody made any of the recipes in there? Because I put together the
I have not
cookbook,
yet.
but I haven't made any of the recipes yet.
I haven't made any yet. We should do
I have it on my
We should
cookbook
do a
shelf.
I was going to do a cooking stream for the cookbook, but we don't have a way to cook food in the office.
Yeah.
We
Well,
have an
no,
air
I mean,
fryer now.
We have an air fryer, and I think I brought in my hot plate.
Yeah, they have hot plates.
And a
I'll-
pan now.
I can look over
And
the
a pan.
recipes. I
We
think
have-
most of them require an oven.
One singular
And I'm not one of
pan.
those.
We've got a microwave.
One of those madmen who
We got a
uses an
microwave.
air fryer for like cooking a full turkey or whatever. Like, peas, thank you. I don't work on any of that, but
I think
I'll take the
original
compliment.
IPs are really fun to work on as an artist because you really get to just make up what it's going to look like and be when you're working on Elder Scrolls. There's already this box of what exactly everything looks like, and
Yeah.
you don't really get to break out much from that.
Yeah, I agree with that. I 100% agree with that. Though, like our IP stuff, we can go weird with it.
Those freaky little gear locks. Those
Those goofy little
those
guys.
goofy little dudes.
CTG would kill it with a Pokemon game. I agree, but that also sounds like something that would be a lot of work. There is a Pokemon board game that is not based on an IP. I did have it as a child. I do remember that. And you had to go.
Oh,
grade
yeah, I
3, grade
remember that
4.
too.
Yeah.
Huh.
And you played with Pogs.
Mm-hmm.
With Pogs.
Yeah.
It's a chip-based game.
It's a well.
Was it a Pog game or a board game with just...
It's a board game where you collect Pokemon that are on chips, and you roll dice as their attacks and stuff.
Interesting.
I remember liking it as a kid, but it was very hard. But I was also a child. I missed it, but it's Salem Amagwai. Yes, that is a Gizmo hoodie.
I thought they were a rat when they
I mean, I would
first
love
came
a
in.
rat. Just a rat,
Or a
big old
possum.
A big
rat.
old rat.
Oh, a possum one, yes. Yeah.
What do we think of Windmer brick cheese?
I gave it a 6.5. I think this is the epitome of like a tasty neutral cheese. Like it is very understated. It's very mild. It's still tasty. I still enjoy it. I think it's better than like the the other two, like the two fives. But it's still like, I'm not gonna remember it. It's sort of just, oh yeah, that was good, and then.
What about you, Bree?
I give it an 8.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's like one of your
I
highest scores, right?
will
Be eating it again.
continue to eat it if it was placed in front of me.
Oh, I mean, I
One
still
right
would
there.
too. Well, wait, is there anyone else after this?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Wait, so you're saying I could have another one of those A's?
Oh, you can go ham on this.
Oh my gosh.
What did you think Mel gave?
I think
Me.
she said 8.
I said 7.
9. I
9.
thought I loved the brick cheese. And I gave it a 6.5.
That.
Were you giving like confusing mixed signals when you were
I
like?
don't think so.
Reacting like I am
Maybe.
when I react to that one.
Well, she didn't see my reactions. Amanda
Oh.
saw my reactions.
Oh, that
We
was-
ate cheese side by
that's so
side.
good.
But then Mel had to come in and just eat them and assume what I would give them.
I see.
So she's just scattershot giving answers.
All right, Salem.
What?
Straight from the can.
Straight? No, I'm not a barbarian. Give me a toast.
Open up.
Seems to single-handedly eat all of the toast.
I like the toasts. These are good.
Any thoughts on Shelfside's review? I've not gotten a chance to check it out.
Okay.
But they can be a
Would
bit
you like-
tough.
Wait, give me a toast.
No.
Give me a toast.
More, Salem.
No, this is plenty.
Arigato.
It could get so much taller.
Come on, Bree.
This is about as tall as I'm willing to go.
Someone said I asked ChatGPT for a topical question. Which guild would throw the best cheese party?
Could you give me another toast? I need to elaborate more on this. Actually, I might try it with a smaller cracker.
Oh no. I'm gonna ruin the whole thing. Which guild would throw the best cheese party?
Which what?
Which guild?
Which guild would throw the best cheese party?
The Thieves Guild. Yeah.
So they could steal the best cheese.
They'll steal the best ones. The Assassins Guild. Because they'll kill all the cheesemongers and take their cheese.
These all just involve stealing cheese.
I
The
think we
Mages
just.
Guild will make cheese from magic.
I'm actually gonna go ahead and drop a bunch of new lore here because I'm gonna say it's the Outer Watch because they were actually completely founded to find the best cheeses in all
Oh,
of
yeah.
Caramel. That's official canonized lore.
I see. Bethesda's gonna love that.
Okay, so
Approved
I
by
am
Bethesda, right?
I'm in a pickle. It's not good.
No.
It's bad.
That is not true.
I would
It's
say
good.
probably a 3. But yet, I can't stop.
It's okay to like it. You don't have
I don't like because like when I
Nobody's judging.
when I just take a bit of it, it's like, but it's like salty.
It's
and
like
I
made with real cheese.
I feel like you need a more flavorful cracker to go with it.
yeah, it's pretty good with the
It's
toast.
good on this. If you make yourself a little sandwich.
Okay, I'll
So,
try that.
Ingredients: whey.
No way.
That's no, there is whey.
No way.
No way. Second ingredient: canola oil. It's good. I like that in my food. Second ingredient's very high. Milk protein concentrate. And then check it out: cheddar cheese. Milk.
All right.
Cheddar cheese is 4th on the list.
That's
After milk, protein, and whey, both cheese things. And then it has milk in it again. Not just milk protein, it has milk as well. So, high horse gotten off of. Contains less than 2% of sodium citrate, sodium phosphate, salt, calcium phosphate, lactic acid, milk fat, sodium alginate, sorbic acid as a preservative, sodium caseinate, acetic acid,
still eating it.
color,
Uh-oh.
annatto extract, a packer.
It is developing a skin though.
Enzymes and cheese culture.
Oh no!
Easy cheese. All right. I think we're coming to the end here. Back to work. Thanks for watching. So cooking stream next week, I see. No, next week is Dragons of Etchinstone campaign launch, where we'll be answering your questions about the Dragons of Etchinstone campaign launch. Give that campaign a follow now over on GameFound. And as well, check out the store if you want some cheese. That's what this is all about. There's the link. Check out that link for cheese.
No,
Cheese.
No.
No.
That one's for dragons.
Wait,
Check
that
out the
one?
link for dragons.
Wait, what? That
of
one's for cheese.
That's
cheese.
for cheese.
Your wallet can, though, because dragons is going to be a low-numbered item. It's very, very low because it's a very small product. It's very fun, very tight little game. If you leave that snack up any longer, CTG might get a sponsor. Put my PayPal in the comments. Feel free. Happy to be your spokesperson, Easy Cheese. Easy Cheese, the cheese that's so easy, they named it Easy Cheese. Easy Cheese. If you use that, I will charge you money. Dragons of Etch and Stone cooking stream. I don't know how to do that. We'd have to cook a dragon. We'd have to cook a dragon. I can't find a dragon in this day and age. All of them, yeah, Komodo.
Totally
Komodo
legal.
dragon, an endangered species, I believe, and also a dragon that has a poisonous mouth, not because of poison, but because it's so gross. This is a true thing about Komodo dragons. Their mouths are so nasty that they poison people. It's real awful. Look them up. They're awesome. I love them very much. Didn't Tang go to space? Not all of it. I don't know. They took it there. I don't understand the question. Did we find out which the best cheese was? I mean, Salem says that one.
Cheese A.
Yeah, I should have
Parmesan?
really been tracking these across.
Don't you have all of our posty notes?
Well, the way Josh Carlson tracked his notes was unique, to say the least. So,
Someone go back and watch all 2 hours of
yeah,
the
make
live
sure.
stream.
Scrub it.
Anyone off camera want that last A cheese?
It's all you, boo.
Yeah, there's also more of this. I think
I think there's more in the kitchen.
F is.
There is
Oh,
more in the kitchen.
of this one?
I think so.
All of them.
As sad as this is, I think the Baby Bell probably is the winner. So you got a 5. This is riveting television,
just
I
so
know.
good.
So 20 across the 3, and you gave it a 6, so 26 divided by 4 would be that one. That's the only one I can think that would be that high, though. Because otherwise,
Aren't you supposed to get
I-
rid of like the top number and the bottom number?
The outliers.
The outliers.
I mean, if it's a larger pool, or there's like a massively different number, but with 4 entries, I think we can include all the outliers. I was an 8 for Mel, a 6.5 for me. Sam also gave it a 6.5, and you gave I an 8. It's probably I.
Wait, I isn't. Oh, I. Yeah.
It's a really
I
like
think
neutral.
the brick cheese probably won. So check it out.
It's a
Get
crowd
yourself
pleaser.
a copy
Crowd
of
pleaser.
Windmer's brick cheese at your local place that sells
At
it.
your local Certix.
Greetings from the QuakeCon hot dog guy. Hello. I'm the only one here who knows that. He's a man who's in a hot dog costume at QuakeCon.
Ooh, that's
It's very
awesome.
nice. I hope you're not indulging in any salamis or other cured sausage meats. No, never. Those are your brethren. My cousin Genoa is in Minneapolis, and his phone went silent this morning. Boo. Boo. Just showing up moments before the end of the stream to just bring the energy down. Thank you so much for being here. I love talking to you at QuakeCon. Who knows if I'll be there this year, but maybe. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, if you want to pick up a copy of 20 strong new cheese items,
Oh my God, stop saying it like
check
this.
out the link. I wrote that
It's
script.
nothing.
I thought it
It's
was
nothing
funny.
related to 20 strong.
I don't know. I said 20 strong new cheeses, so maybe
Homebrew
you
the
gotta-
cheese pack. In the middle of battle, you can just pause at any time and eat all in your inventory to gain as much health
I
as
can,
possible.
I can say with, kind of good confidence that Salem is actively working on and playtesting a version of the cheese pack that plays with your 20 strong dice. This is a lot. But if you do want to add 20 strong new items of cheese to your game, check out the link over by Breezehead. It's right there. That is going to go to our store where you can pick up a copy of The Elder Scrolls Betrayal of the Second Era, available worldwide now. As long as you can order on our website, you can order that game and we'll ship it out. You can also pick up cheese. If you're only picking up cheese, there will be discounted shipping. And launching in 1 week. 1 week from today. There's a live stream scheduled already. Check it out. 10:30 next Tuesday. 10:30 Central.
Good call.
Good call. Join us over here for a Q&A about Dragons of Etchenstone. And make sure to follow that campaign so you know when it goes live next Tuesday at 10 a.m. But that is about it from me. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having us.
And thank you for eating cheese.
Thanks for the cheese.
It's been a delight.
A brie light?
Stop.
Goodbye.
Ew.